This isn't your typical commercial.
Because we aren't your typical bike shop. We're a group of young racers looking to change the way things are done.
You can learn more by heading over to the Full Tilt Bike Co. YouTube channel, where we do product reviews, custom builds, training tips, and even a little bit of riding as well.
So make sure you head on over there and see what we've got next in store.
Full Tilt Bike Co. You feel something like nipping?
No, I don't.
Bring him back. Casey out, here we go, after the whole shot.
This isn't your typical commercial.
Because we aren't your typical bike shop. We're a group of young racers looking to change the way things are done.
You can learn more by heading over to the Full Tilt Bike Co. YouTube channel where we do product reviews, custom builds, training tips, and even a little bit of riding as well.
So make sure you head on over there and see what we've got next in store.
Full Tilt Bike Co. You feel something like nipping?
No, I don't.
Moving this one, bring him back. Casey out, here we go, answer whole shot.
This isn't your typical commercial.
Because we aren't your typical bike shop. We're a group of young racers looking to change the way things are done.
You can learn more by heading over to the Full Tilt Bike Co. YouTube channel, where we do product reviews, custom builds, training tips, and even a little bit of riding as well.
So make sure you head on over there and see what we've got next in store.
Full Tilt Bike Co. You feel something like nipping?
No, I don't.
Moving this one, bring him back. Casey out, here we go, answer whole shot.
Eight-rider main event coming at you on this Friday night from Derby City BMX. Friday afternoon. Moe, Marawelli, Garcia, Plappert, Palmer, and Murphy. Gate goes down. We're going racing down the front straightaway, trying to get away. Let's go downtown in and out of turn number one. Ah, yeah, the Warrior told me this morning, man. He said, Mr. Greg, I got my gas and my Go Fast hat on today. I'm on the second straightaway on the getaway. Got to be the Warrior. Going to lead the show in and out of turn number two. Getting it done out of the Pro Max turn. Power FX Speed Co. Colors, Florida Colors. Running out on point as they go single file style. Got to be Plappert on that two spot. But right now, it's the Sawyer show. The Warrior going to turn and burn out of number three. Coming back at me. Murphy all over that top side. 134 ride going to punch a ticket with the Gold Cup 3 of Plappert out of Moto 21. 22 is my Moto number. How about Pat and Henlader? Lamascola, Napolitani, and Johnson. Single file style. They're going to roll it down that third straightaway, looking for two more riders, going straight to a 6 and under mixed open. Main event. Let's turn and burn out of the Stasic turn down that last straightaway. 81 ride on the top side, coming back at me. Lamascola, Noah, going to get it done on the 169 ride of Lucy Lou. Napolitano going to get it done on the 2. I don't need a program for this one. 7-8 mixed open. Got to be a Giant running the show as she turns for home. Black Crown Army on the top side. Southwell going to get it done on the 1. Coming back at me, Rock 1. Got to be little MJ Holiday on that 2 spot. 24 ride of William Adloff picks up the 3. Those are your transfers out of Moto 23. 24 is the Moto number down that second straightaway. They're rolling. It's 9-10 mixed open. I got 11 riders in the mix today. First 6 coming at me right here. Strayer, Eckstein, Farrell, Hawes, Noyola, and Anderson. Got to be Dynamite Daisy running the show on the 1 right now. Noyola got the S-Squared Factory Colors out of Littleton, Colorado. Out on point as she turns her home. World 2 ride. Going to punch a ticket. A little bit of a drag race on that 2 spot. 1 ride. Going to hold on to the move on. That's the Firefly Farrell out of Moto 24. 25 is the Moto number rolling down that third straightaway with Smith, Holson, Rush, Plappert, and Sessa. Albie's colors. Got to be the Blue Cheetah. Smith on the roll, profile style. Got to be the Rockstar Sessa on that 2 spot. Coming back at me, Florida Girls 1 and 2. Smith and Sessa. Transfers brought to you by the letter S. 26 is your Moto number on the track. 11-12 mixed open. Coming at me right here, Carrero. Kanowitz, Gabois, Runkle, Dawson, and Lopez. Last turn race in action. Oh, yeah. Albie's Colors coming back at me, 1 and 2. 10 ride on the top side. Got to be Gabois on the 1. 3 ride. Going to come back on that 2 spot. That's Dawson. Little meatloaf on that 2 spot. Kopetsky, Thompson, Smith, Waddle, Adloff, and Barry. In and out of turn number 2 there, rolling top spot right on the breakaway down that 3rd straightaway. Nag Colors running the show right now. Look like that's going to be the Nag 9 ride. Got to be Cali Girl Kopetsky. In and out of turn number 3, coming back at me down that last straightaway, making the Nag 11. That's Grace Adloff. Adloff going to get it done on the 1. There's the 9 ride of Kopetsky on that 2 spot. Automoto 27. 28 is the moto number. How about Pena, Wenzel, Faircloth, Newton, Davis, Eardham, Meadows coming at me right now. Got to be Mariana Pena. Babs Colors out of Bogota, Colombia. World 1 on the 1. Drag racing on that 2 spot. Nag 7 ride of the Zilla Monster. Newton picking up that 2. The moto 28. 29 is the moto number. In and out of turn number 2 with Cole, Palacios, Waldner, Cole, and Von Holzen. Guadalupe got the Babs Colors out on front as they turn for home. Coming back at me, LSG Colors sliding into that 2 spot. Drag racing down that last straightaway. Here comes the Fiona Nader, but the Nag 14 will hold on to that 2 spot. Got to be the Katie Bug. At a moto 29. 30 is the moto number. How about Thompson, Turner, Ryan, Chavera, Ankrum, and Walsh. National 3 ride coming back at me. Got to be the Alligator. Addie Thompson, and the World 4 ride on that 2 spot. Oh, Babs, gotcha, Schvera, thank you. Coming back in my direction, there we go. Hyper Colors on the top side right there. Nag 15, that was Acme ride. Nag 9. Thank you. There it is. 32 is the moto number. In and out of the Stasic turn. Galladay, Wyatt, Kim, Erickson, Williamson, and Hankins. Oh, yeah, 47 ride going to get a spot with the 991. Hankins and Kim are both moving on out of moto 32. 33 is moto number on the track. 6 and under open, looking for more. Edwards and Ross down that 3rd straightaway there rolling. Look like it's got to be Ross, the boss, doing it for the S-Squared Factory team out of York, Pennsylvania. Single file style is there in and out of turn number 3, coming back at me. Total point racing on a Friday afternoon. The boss is going to pick up the first round ace. Ross, Edwards, Moore, 1, 2, 3, out of moto 33. 34 is the moto number in and out of the Stasic turn. How about Meadows, Kensler, Taylor, Johnson, Ruiz, and Jacobson? 34 is the moto number. 7-8 open. 7-4-3 ride. Got to be Ruiz and the G-bike of Holson Taylor. The moto 34. Down the front straightaway with 7-8 open. 35 is the moto number. Novi, Napolitano, Salva, Reynolds, Faircatch, and Wegley. Second straight race in action. LSG Colors running the show on that top side ride. Got to be the Bean Novi. Novi got company coming in a hurry in and out of turn number 2. They're rolling down that 3rd straightaway. Got to be in the zone Colors. Hollywood Reynolds sitting on that 2 spot. Single file style as they head down that 3rd straightaway. I'm looking for 2 riders going straight to a Friday night main event. Reynolds plays a little bump and run. The Bean says it's going to take more than that to move me off my spot. Coming back at me, Novi and Reynolds on a moto 35. 36 is the moto number. Single file style. They're going to roll in and out of turn number 2 and 9-10 open. Looking for Moratelli. Tremillo, Salzgiver, Peterson, Southwell, Bissage, and Gallegos. Got to be Moratelli doing it for the Power FX Speedco crew in and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. Sharks rolling on the 2 spot. So Moratelli and the Nag 4 ride, a Cruzy the Racer. And a moto 36, 37 is the moto number. How about Pope, Lander, Bach, Campbell, Bruckner, Williams, and Despalosis down that 3rd straightaway full tilt radio colors. Got to be the World 1 on the top side. Showtime going to take him in and out of turn number 2, battling on that 2 spot. Oh, yeah, coming back at me. Black Widow colors going to take their look right here. Got to be Bruckner, World 4 or World 1, both moving on. And a moto 37. 38 is the moto number down that front straightaway as we keep the racing action coming at you. 11-12 open this time around. I got 20 riders in the mix today. 4 racks, first 5 right here. Nama, Noyola, Garcia, Holzen, and Hudzik. Single file style down that second straightaway. Got to be Babs colors. Got to be Garcia getting it done on the 1. Wilson going to take him in and out of turn number 2. Got the S squared ride. Sitting on that 2 spot. Got to be Gnarly Charlie, Noyola. Noyola got everybody looking for some lunch money as they turn for home. Coming back at me. 2 riders moving on to that semi-main event. World 2 of Garcia, Nag 9, and Gnarly Charlie are both moving on out of moto 38. 39 is the moto number. David, Yonch, Young, Bidwell, and Galbali. 3 wide as we go down that second straightaway in and out of turn number 2, trying to sort things out. 2 riders moving on to a semi. Main event down that 3rd straightaway. They're rolling, starting to sort things out. Single file style on the turn for home, looking for 2 riders going straight to a semi. Main event, 11-12 open. Coming back at me right now. 16 ride, getting it done on the 1. Got to be David. David and the 6 ride of Galbali. 16 and the 6. Moto 39. 40 is the moto number coming down the mountain. Rovang, Shook, Hill, Iderola, and Faircloth. Let's go downtown in and out of turn number 1. 3rd of 4 racks and 11-12 open on this Friday afternoon as they sort things out single file style. Iderola doing it for the BMX World Store out of Margate, Florida. He's going to turn and burn out of number 2 down that 3rd straightaway. Oh, yeah. Look like Philipov Racing color sitting on that 2 spot. Got to be Luke Hill. Turning for home, coming back in my direction. 19 ride Iderola, going to go wire to wire. He's moving on to a semi-main event along with the 2 ride Luke, I am your father, Hill. Moto 40. 41 is the moto number last of the 11-12 open in and out of turn number 2 with Tosher, Wergen, Graves, Hill, and Gap. Single file style down that 3rd straightaway in and out of turn number 3. 2 riders coming back at me. E-ride on the top side. Got to be the Hazelnut Tosher and the Nag 12 ride of the Mighty Mouse, Graves. Moto 41. 42 is the moto number. Lee, Weiland, Massa, Sanders, and Yonts. Mad Cycle colors getting it done on the 1. Got to be Yonts sliding back to that 2 spot. Oh, yeah. Alto colors on the top side now. Got to be the Sandman as he turns for home. Sanders and Yonts. Yonts got company coming. The 18 ride of Lee going to take a peek, but it's Yonts and Sanders. Both moving on out of moto 42. 43, how about Savino, Moratelli, Passanisi, Morris, and Kopetsky. Power FX Speedco colors down that 3rd straightaway running the show. Got to be Moratelli. Got Savino sitting on that 2 spot as they turn for home, coming back in my direction. 881 and Moratelli, and the 11 ride doing it for the Jet Racing crew. That's Savino. And a 443. 444 is the moto number on the track right now. How about Cuffer, Martinez, Dahl, Morales, and Wergen. Babs colors on the top side ride as they turn for home. Got to be Morales. Geronimo going to get it done. 754 ride, the World 2. And the 4 bike of Martinez. 45 is the moto number turning the page. 15-16 open. Kodrowski, College, Jacob, Bradley, and McFerrin. 5 ride, Nag 13. Got to be the future. Gavin Bradley and the Nag 13 are out of the Beast Collie. And moto 45, BB, Shriver, Havner, Stokes, and Duke. Single file style. They're going to roll down that 3rd straightaway. It's 15-16 open. Started the day with 15 riders in the mix. 3 racks of these cats. 2nd rack coming at me right here. Havner, 3 ride, doing it for the Gold Coast crew. TLD ride, make it 27. Shriver, Havner, and Shriver Moto 46. 47 is the moto number. Nice up and under move right there. 6 ride. Going to take it over down that third straightaway. Got to be the Icon Torres. Torres got Russell in the hip pocket doing it for Wrenchman Racing. As they turn for home, 2 riders going on to a semi-main event. 15-16 open. 6 bike, 14 bike. Going to go 1 and 2. 14 bike slides by at the line. But it's Russell and Torres out of Moto 47. 48 is the moto number. 17-20 open with Bowie, Sabisky, Meyer, Mattingly, Sebrel, and Davis. Last turn race in action down the last straightaway. 21 ride on the top side looking for 2. 13 ride. Going to pick up that 2 spot. Got to be Bowie and the Landshark Meyer. Gilliam, Schwartz, Monreal, LeSure, and Heath. More 17-20 open down that third straightaway. Factory LSG colors. Got to be Garrett LeSure running the show right there. Doing it out of Columbus, Indiana on the turn for home. District 3 ride. Going to lock it down on the 131 ride. Going to pick up that 2 spot. Showtime Schwartz. The Moto 49. 50 is the moto number on the track. Last of the opens on this Friday afternoon. Looking for Dolce, Crafton, Threadgill, Powell, and Ybarra. Taking 2 straight to a Friday afternoon main event. Coming down that last straightaway, Nag colors running out on point. Nag 16 and the 19 ride. That's going to be Powell and Threadgill. The Moto 50. Big wheels rolling. 5, 8 and under girl cruisers. Here we go. 51 is your moto number. Palamaki, Greer, and Walgren. Total point racing action down that third straightaway. We're rolling. Oh, yeah. Lady in Black on the attack as they take them in and out of turn number 3. Coming back in my direction. Gold Cup colors. Got to be Palamaki. Running out on point. 1 ride. Walgren going to get that 2 spot. Boo the Beast going to come back on the 3. Nine, 10-year-old girl cruisers with Helton, Davis, Piper, Slattery, and Shepard. Slattery, the little devil, got the Claiborne ride on the top side as they turn for home. Let's go 3 wide, looking for 2 this time around. Coming back at me, Nag 8 and the National 95. Got to be Bam Bam Davis on that 2 spot out of Moto 52. 53 is the moto number. How about Hegberg, Palamaki, Moralata, Ellerton, and Nye. Gold Cup 3 ride running the show as they turn for home. Got to be prime time. Palamaki going to get it done on the 1. The District 1 going to come back on that 2 spot. That's the Viper Ellerton out of Moto 53. 54 is the moto number. How about 11, 12-year-old girl cruisers? 5 riders in the mix today, taking 2 straight to a Friday afternoon main event. Tollison, Stevenson, Stevens, Gomalecki, Jason, and Alvadrez. Single file style as they turn for home. Look like factory box colors running the show right now. Got to be Tollison. Got the Supercross ride in the hip pocket. World 1, World 3, both moving on. That's Gomalecki and Tollison. The Moto 54. 55 is the moto number on the track. 13, 14-year-old girl cruisers with Burrion, Longini, Anderson, Clark, Henderson, Tilly, and Tilly. Down that third straightaway, we're rolling. Coming around on the top side right now. Got to be Burrion. 09 colors on the inside as they turn for home. Burrion and the Nag 6 ride of Tilly go 1 and 2. The Moto 55. 56 is the moto number. How about Callow, Ashley, Appenzeller, Cole, Burrion, and Gould. Down the third straightaway, we're rolling. World 1 on the 1. Got to be the Landing Shark. Running the show as they turn home. Got 09 colors in the hip pocket. Oh, no, make it the Answer ride on that 2 spot as they came back to the line. So Burrion and the Answer factory ride of the Piston Gould. World 1, World 2. The Moto 56. 57 is the moto number. 15, 16-year-old girl cruisers. How about Panero, Luptic, Marin, Meekum, Foster, and Cheryl. 77 and the 11. Cheryl and Luptic go 1 and 2. 58 is the moto number. How about Hinton, Wergen, Sloanick, Searfoss, and Kavner. S-squared colors making the turn for home. Got to be Searfoss, Nag 5, and the District 3 ride. Beast Mode Kavner go 1 and 2 out of Moto 58. 59 is the moto number on the track with 17, 20-year-old lady cruisers. How about Smith, Martin, Baisley, Hurley, Douglas, Ricky, and Zurich. On the turn for home, coming back down that last straightaway, looking for 2 this time around. Big Sis going to slide on by with the World 6 ride of McKenna Martin, the Moto 59. 60 is the moto number on the track. Dickey, Moss, Wexler, Elder, George, and Martin. Martin got the Alto colors out on point on a Friday afternoon. Nag 9 ride on the top side as they turn for home. Good battle on that 2 spot. Dickey trying to hold on to the move on, and Will out of moto number 60. 61 is the moto number in and out of turn number 2. 21 30-year-old Lady Cruisers. Got to be Mulvihill, Picaretto, and Hunt. Single file style down that third straightaway. The Show, Jersey Picaretto out of Fort Worth, Texas. Doing it for the regulators. Going to get it done on the 1:15 ride. Mulvihill going to get that 2 spot. Going to be Hunt coming back on the 3. How about McCoy, Crane, Heath, Swartz and Truber and Jones, 31 35-year-old Lady Cruisers. Got to be 2 Sweet Aaron Jones, World 6 ride on the top side. She's going to punch a ticket along with the Nag 6 ride of the Brute Carla Crane. Pair of 6s moving on out of moto 62. 63 is the moto number. Big wheels keep on rolling. It's 36 40-year-old Lady Cruisers with Anderson, Irwin, Cifuentes, Elliton, Simons, and Robinson. On the turn for home, look like Cifuentes running out on the top side. 5 ride, going to get it done on the 1. Got the 2 bike on the 2. Cifuentes and Hot Sauce Elliton. And the moto 63. 64 is the moto number more. Lady Cruisers down the third straightaway in 41 45-year-old Lady Cruisers. How about Hale, Peach, Meyer, and Allred? 4 riders in the mix as they turn for home. Coming back at me. Got to be Angela Hale. Going to get it done on the 1. Angela's going to the big show. The moto 64. 65 is the moto number on the track. Oh, yeah. How about Schaefer, Lathan, Lendeman, and Dirks? 46 50-year-old ladies as they make the turn for home. Bianca running the show for the Wrenchman Racing Crew out of Tacoma, Washington. Feels a lot like a normal Tacoma day out here, I'm guessing, Bianca. Moving on out of moto 65. Bianca says you couldn't take the temperature and humidity from 3 days in Tacoma and tie them up like this. Fulton, Levan, O'Brien, and Lobler. Oh, yeah, got to be Susie. Moving on. She was on a snowboard like on Sunday. She was mountain biking on Tuesday, and she's winning motos come Friday. It's good to be Susie. Ha! Little Tykes, big bike, 7 and under cruisers down that third straightaway. Ortiz, Shepard, Lavoie, Merzion, Francis, Murphy, and Jennings on the turn room. 4 ride on the top side. Got to be Shepard. Shepard and the 40 ride. Lucas Francis going to see you in a main event. 68 is the moto number on the track now. How about James, Elliton, D'Imperio, Smith, Ailman, and King? Big wheels rolling down that third straightaway. Send it LSG colors. Getting it done on the top side. Got to be Asher King. Gold Cup 3. Make the turn for home. Asher living like a king. He's going to get it done on the 153 ride of the Mohawkian. You'll hold on and move on out of moto 68. Barnes, Clements, Hicks, Jacobson, Dixon, Calhoun, Kensler, and Atherton. 8-year-old cruiser's going to take them downtown in and out of turn number 1, looking for 3 riders going to the big show on a Friday night in Derby City, BMX. Yeah. Here we go down that second straightaway getaway. Getting it done on the top side. Looking like a local cat. Going fast. Got to be the Madman. Yeah. Madden Atherton. Atherton got the Nag 5 ride on the top side. Everybody wants some of that cat's lunch money as he's down the third straightaway. New rider going to come around on the top side, take this one over as they turn Rome. Atherton going to slide back to that 2 spot. Got to be the 68 ride of Wild West Hicks. 13 ride going to come back on that 2 spot. That's the Fox Kensler. Wild West, the Madman, and a Fox. Whew, that was a hot one. 70 is the moto number in and out of turn number 1. 9-year-old cruisers. 10 riders in the mix today. First 5 right here. Redmond, Burkhart, Buckholtz, Maluski, and Myers. Social D got the BMX Sharks running out on point on a Friday afternoon. He's got company coming in a hurry in and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway. Yeah. Here we go. Getting it done on the one right now. Got to be Myers. Myers look like Burkhart for the Powers crew. Powers coming back at me. Burkhart got company coming. Nag 3 ride, but it's going to be the Nag 1 of Myers and the Gold Cup 3 of Burkhart. Actually, he was running the Rock 1, I believe, but Myers and Burkhart. Whoever dropped your Nag 1 plate, probably you, Social D. That'd explain why the Rock 1 was showing instead of the Nag 1. Wegley, Moulton. Yeah, come on back, Social D. We got your number plate at the finish line. Coming back in my direction, 13 ride on the top side. Got to be Nitro Nico going full tilt on the radio. 56 ride. Got to be the Power FX Speedco colors of Improda, Moulton, and Improda. The moto 71. And if you're missing a mini Nag 1 plate, you might be at the finish line. Perito, Peterson, Oklopsic, Gallegos, Hardy, and Eubanks. Yeah. Dropped one off over in turn number 1. Second straightaway getaway. Got to beat a Ninja. Getting it done on the one. Oklopsic going to take him in and out of turn number 2. He's got company coming in a hurry. Up and under move by a couple of riders. Playing a little push and shove as they head down that third straightaway. 10-year-old cruisers out for a ride in the sun on a Friday afternoon. Turning and burning back in my direction. One bike on the top side. Got to be Eubanks. Eubanks, the 1 and the 2. Going to come back at me, 1 and 2. Now it's Eubanks and Peterson. Out of moto 72. 73 is the moto number on the track. Nope. Still checking on rider over in turn number 1. on the top side and take this one over. Look like Power FX Speed Co colors. Got to be Fort Knox Reeves. Reeves going to get down that second straightaway with the gas and go fast. Johnson trying to hold on to that 2 spot, but he's got 110% nutrition colors in the hip pocket. Yeah. Don't count out Novak. Novak, man on the move with the Albies crew down that 3rd straightaway. While all this is happening, though, Reeves just methodically getting away on that top side. Knox going to turn for home. E-Ride going to get it done on the 1. Johnson going to hold off that late charge by Novak, but it's going to be Reeves and Johnson moving on out of moto 73. 74 is the moto number in and out of turn number 2 with 11-year-old cruisers. 15 riders in the mix today. First 5 got to be Young, Agron, Strayer, Galbali, and Larson. The young gun on the 1, your national number 1 cruiser rider coming back in my direction. Young and the district 1 of Agron. Go 1 and 2 out of moto 74. 75, how about Hill, Long, Harp, Madison, and Stauffer. Yeah. Black Widow colors all over that top side. Got to be Action Jackson, Stauffer coming back at me. Albies colors sitting on that 2 spot. So I got Stauffer on the 1. 70 ride of the Hummingbird. Harp going to pick up that 2 spot. Moto 75. 76 is the moto number with Collingwood, Irwin, Gronas, Pommels, and Paxman. Last turn race in action coming back in my direction. National colors. Got to be Paxman on the top side. Got Collingwood in that hip pocket. He's moving on. Just made it interesting for you, Mama. 77 is the moto number in and out of turn number 2. 12-year-old cruisers. This time around, we got 11 riders in the mix today. 77 is my moto number. Andrade, Thompson, Goto, Tyson, Carson, and Horn coming back at me. Got to be the World 1 on the 1. And the Nag 1, World 1 of the Low Machine. Nag 1 of Jacob Tyson. They're moving on. Automoto 77. Warner, Moore, Piper, Hubbard, Wirgin on the turn for home. Looking for 2 more. Got to be the kid Warner all over that top side for the Alto crew. World 5 bike. Good drag race on that 2 spot. The H, the R, and the P got the Gold Cup 1 of Piper. Grabbing that 2 spot. Automoto 78. 79 is the moto number 13-year-old cruisers. 1 rack of these cats. All 8 of them coming at me right here. Galbali, Weigel, Johnson, Walker, Christensen, Tyson, Taylor, and Atherton. Tyson, 346 and the 28. Tyson, Walker, Christian going 1, 2, and 3 out of moto 79. 80 is the moto number down that 3rd straightaway. Big wheels keep on rolling. Tonkovich, Piper, Wirgin, Carrillo, Guidry, and Westfall. 17 and the Nag 6. Got to be Piper and Carrillo. The HRP and Ripped Rides out of moto 80. 81 is the moto number. How about Duhart, Vicario, Beyer, Lehue, Dirks, and Cisne coming back in my direction. You know who. Got to be Lehue, the World 2 on the top side. Got the Nag 3 ride into on that 2 spot. The Moto Killer Vicario for the Sharks out of moto 81. 82 is the moto number 15-year-old cruisers on that 3rd straightaway with Alvarez, Van Eiderstein, Yankee, Knowles, Mendito, Dawson, and Stafford. Mendito and the 44 ride of Yankee. Happy birthday, Kelly. The Skull Crusher getting the transfer in round number 1 to celebrate on a Friday afternoon. Moto 82, Bowman, Hester, Moscato, Frost, Toth, and Emick. Oh, yeah, Gold Cup 1 on the 1. Got to be the Blaze Hester. 7 ride on that 2 spot. The Moose. Moving on out of moto 83. 84 is the moto number 16-year-old cruisers. Full rack of these cats. McDonald, Gross, McCain, Roger, Schmidt, Mears, Westerman, and Fosdick. Westerman got the Rock 1 ride on the top side. Black Crown Army coming back at me. Sloppy Nacho going to pick up the 2. 69 ride of Fonzie Bear coming back on that 3 spot. On a moto 84, 85 is the moto number on the track right now. 17, 20 cruisers, 13 riders in the mix today. Looking for Herrera, Bramer, Davis, Bowie, Henderson, Carter, and Collingwood. Got to be the Rhino running the show down that 3rd straightaway. In and out of turn number 3 coming back at me right now. Oh, yeah. Bramer on that top side ride. Got the Nag 10 ride. Premier colors on that 2 spot. The Big Rig Davis. Bramer and Davis moving on out of moto 85. 86 is the moto number down that third. The second straightaway, we're rolling with Toth, Mangan, McConnell, Mattingly, Meyer, and Felser. Whole lot of M's in this one down that third straightaway. They're rolling single file style. Who's got the gas and the go fast as they turn for home, looking for two riders going to a Friday night main event. Gold Cup one on the one. Got to be Mangan. Mangan, good ride on that 2 spot. The nag 4 ride. McConnell going to hold on and move on. The moto 86, 87 is the moto number 21, 30-year-old cruisers. Harney, Monosmith, Pesky, Ellis, Halser, Profiter, Zurich, and Bonsall. Nag 4, 122, and the 27. Halser, Profiter, and Pesky. 88 is the moto number with Eli, Nye, and Ashley. Ashley got the H, the R, and the P out on point on a Friday afternoon. Oh, G-Ride goes up and under right there, coming back at me. Nye takes it over. Ashley going to pick up the 2. 9 ride, Eli going to pick up the 3. The moto 88. 89 is the moto number on the track right here. 36 40-year-old cruisers with Larson, Matthews, Wagner, Jacobson, Crafton, Johnson, and Ramsey. Big Willie style getting it done on the 1. Got to be Hojo, 6, and the 13. Matthews and Jacobson are all moving on. The moto 89. 90 is the moto number on the track right now. 41 45 cruisers. 9 riders in the mix today. First 5. How about Andrews, Andrade, Hardman, Watson, and Monosmith? On the turn for home, look like the Mangler getting it done on the 101 ride on the top side. Got the National 23 ride. Chris Monosmith on that 2 spot. Andrews and Monosmith out of moto 90. 91, how about Adams, Bidwell, Turner, and Elizabeth? Single file style, they're rolling down that third straightaway, looking for 2 riders going straight to the big show as they're in and out of turn number 3. 2 wide down that last straightaway. World 7, Elizabeth, and the 15 ride of G-Money Bidwell. Moto 91. 92 is the moto number turning and burning out of number 2 and 46 50-year-old cruisers. 11 riders in the mix today. Moreira, Luna, Diaz, Volkmar, Street, and Gomez. Street running the show for the Answer crew. Coming back at me, looking for 2, 586 ride. Mr. Gomez on that 2 spot. Mr. Gomez, please run your 43. Hey, what's up, Mr. Diaz? Blee, Richard, Siegel, Wagner, and Peterson. Cool Hand Luke running the show down that third straightaway. He's got the Black Crown Army out on point on a Friday afternoon, 131 ride. Out of Clarksville, Tennessee, coming back at me. Siegel going to punch a ticket along with 27 ride of the bus, Gus Richard. The moto 93. 94 is the moto number on the track. 51 55 cruisers. How about Lambert, Lamaglia, Bramer, Hale, Swagger, and Motley? Down that second straightaway, we're rolling Jammin' Jimmy, running the show on the top side. Looks like he's got Coach Lamaglia in the hip pocket. 1 and 2 out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway. Oh, yeah. Here we go, 09 colors into that 3 spot. Who's got the gas and the go fast? They turn for home. Coming back at me right here, looking for 2. Rock 1 on the 1. They'll go 1. Lamaglia gets the 2. Well, Swagger coming back on that 3 spot, but I got Bramer and Lamaglia. Moving on, out of moto 94. 95 is the moto number. Hurley, Kuhlman, Rogers, Mulvihill, Schaefer, and Kennedy. Kennedy running out on point. He's got JNR colors in the hip pocket as they turn for home. Nag 6 ride in the 164. Mr. Kuhlman go 1 and 2. Out of moto 95. 96 is the moto number on the track right now. 56 60-year-old cruisers. How about Kim, Branham, Stranatka, Goldson, and McAllister? Robbie Mack on the attack. He's got the enamel colors out on point as they turn and burn out of turn number 3. Coming back at me. Let's go 3 wide down that last straightaway. Who's got the giddy up? Who's got the go-go? McAllister going to hold on to a spot. The 1 ride of the big hurt Branham going to get in there as well. Out of moto 96. 97, how about Curry, Anselmo, Moore, and Schiavone. Oh, yeah. In and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. We're rolling. 78 ride. Got to be Andy Curry. Going to get it done on the 1. The Gold Cup 1 ride. Clay Anselmo picking up the 2 for the 09 crew. 98 is the moto number as the big wheels keep on rolling. Root, Merritt, Bowie, True, Lobler, and May. Oh, I wouldn't believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself, but I got Big Daddy out in round number 1. He must plan on fishing for round number 2 or something. Root going to get it done on the 1. 3 bike of True going to come back on that 2 spot. A rare first round Big Daddy sighting on a Friday afternoon. 99 is the moto number on the track. 66 and over. Cruisers coming at me right now. Fieldson, Ybarra, and Stalker. 3 riders, 3 rounds. Total point race in action. Dempsey looking for our first round ace. Snag 6 rider Yogi going to pick up the 2. Fieldson picks up the 3. Willett, Whaley, Moralotta, Tomano, Meyer, Ashworth. 5 and under novice on a Friday afternoon. It's the little tykes and their little bikes down the 3rd straightaway. Oh, yeah. The fastest downhill in the country. Here they come in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me. Oh, out of Temple, J-A-W-G-A, Georgia boy. Bickett going to get it done on the 132 ride. And Moralotta going to pick up that 2 spot out of Moto 100. 101 is the moto number, as my man E likes to call it. It's the Bubba Harris moto coming at you right here. How about Jones, Tyndall, Justina, Heisler, and Scherer? Down that 3rd straightaway, they're rolling single file style, tiny tykes and their little bikes. The Cookie Snatchers, the Dinky Doos, coming back at me on a Friday afternoon. 239 ride, Lucas Justina. Lucas going to punch a ticket along with the 118 ride of the J-Man, Asher Jones. 102 is that moto number on the track now. 7-year-old novice with Garrett, Simons, Jacobson, Rister, Galeta, Volkmar, and Pettit. Oh, yeah, more little tykes and little bikes as they head down that 3rd straightaway, single file style. Oh, the Cookie Snatchers on the turn for home. Top 3 going to the big show. Coming at me right here, 496 ride. Got to be Briggs Pettit. Pettit going to get it done. 129 ride of the Rocket and the 723 ride of Mason Rister. Go 1, 2, and 3. Moto 102. 103 is your moto number coming down the mountain. It's 8-year-old novice this time around. I got 4 riders in the mix. Fastest cat in round number 1 going to go straight to the big show on a Friday night. Let's go downtown in and out of the Send It turn down that 2nd straightaway with Janzewski, Duke, Larison, and Rodriguez. Who's the cat with the gas and the go fast in and out of turn number 2 running the show right now? Look like Dylan Janzewski, the Dilly Bear out of Smyrna, Georgia. Down that 3rd straightaway running the show on the 1. Look like he's got Larison on the 2 spot. No, I got Janzewski. There he is on the 3 coming back at me. 7-5-0 ride. Levi Duke. Levi going to get it done. Cat out of Smithfield, Kentucky. He's probably taking a lap or 2 around here. Congratulations, Levi, on your first round transfer. 104 is the moto number 9-year-old novice. How about Witcher, Strayer, Maddox, Benningfield, Malmquist, Spears, and Meyer? Single file, they're rolling down that 3rd straightaway on the turn for home. 9-year-old novice looking for 3 riders going to the big show. 650 ride, Speed Strayer, 749, and the 55. Strayer, Meyer, and Benningfield going 2 and 3 out of 104. 105 is the moto number 10-year-old novice this time around, looking for Volkmar, Fawcett, Kasnovich, Hinderleiter, and Cisne. 2 riders going to the big show as they come down that last straightaway. 96, 784 ride. Cisne on the 96. Alex's pump. 784 rider. Rex Fawcett moving on as well. 106. How about Ankrum, Murphy, and Thames? 11-year-old novice. Total point racing on this Friday afternoon. 753 ride. Local cat. Got to be L.J. Murphy out of Louisville, Kentucky. Going to get the first round ace. The Viper going to strike on that 2 spot. Ankrum coming back on the 3. 107 is the moto number. Good battle on that 2 spot as they head down that 3rd straightaway with Meyer, Shank, Salazar, and Pryor. Turning and burning out of number 3. Top spots moving on this time around. Got to be Damian Salazar. 240 ride. Going to get it done on the 1. Or 107. 108 is the moto number on the track right now. In and out of turn number 2 down that 3rd straightaway with Meyer, Alley, Simons, Falkenberg, and Kroll. Single file style as they turn for home, coming back at me. 2 wide down that last straightaway, looking for 2 riders moving on. Meyer and the Gold Cup 1 of the Sea Dog Alley. Ali and Meyer. At 108, 109. How about Wright, Atchison, Duke, Moss, Larabelle, and Merzion. 26, 35-year-old novice down that last straightaway, looking for 2. 697 and the 881. Wright and Atchison. Anyone want to break it to them? They got to do that again in the main event. 36, 40-year-old novice down that 3rd straightaway with Belcher, Landner, Rovang, and Wyatt looking for 1 rider moving on this time around. Man in black on the attack down that last straightaway. Got to be Case Belcher. Case going to punch a ticket out of 1-1-0. 111 is the moto number. How about Meyer, Pryor, Flanagan, and Roberson? 41, 45-year-old super novice, big wheel rolling on the top side as they're in and out of turn number 3 down that. Oh! Man, that tough block jumped right out in front of him, took out the lead ride coming down that last straightaway. Pryor, right place, right time. He's going to strike. 759 is up. Give Nathan a hand. Roberson said, man, that tough block jumped out of nowhere. Miss Meyer, white background, black numbers, please. White background, there is no Gold Cup 734. Coming back at me, 35 ride. John Edgar Schaefer going to get it done. At a 51, 55 novice, but a 1-1-2. Well, that's it for the novice class. Moving on, intermediates coming down the mountain right now. Little tykes, little bikes. How about 5 and under intermediates? 9 riders in the mix today. First 5 with Anderson, Patton, Simon, Palmer, and Morietta. Down that 2nd straightaway, starting to sort things out, single file style. Oh, yeah. We're going to turn and burn out of number 2. Enzo, man on the move. Morietta going to slide into that 2 spot, but he's got company coming in a hurry. Down that 3rd straightaway, it's Pierce Palmer doing it for the Midwest Mafia. He's running out on point. The West Hole sitting on that 2 spot. Got to be Simon. Oh, yeah. He's out of Asante, Minnesota. Man, how did that sound like a Danimal nickname to me? Coming back in my direction. Palmer going to get it done on the 1. Oh, Enzo coming by the line. Morietta going to slide it by Simon right at the line. So Palmer and Morietta out of 1-13. Farrell, Barnes, Varnish, and Tar. More 5 and under intermediates. Tiny Tykes and those little bikes down that last straightaway. 33 ride. Jameson, Farrell, and the 103 of Carson Tar. The moto 1-14. 115 is the moto number on the track. 6-year-old intermediates. Hinderleiter, Murphy, Ralph, Merrill, Lamascola. Little Tykes, little bikes in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me, looking for 2 this time around. 111 ride. Got to be Lightning Merrill, and the Warrior Murphy. Go 1 and 2 and move on out of 115. 116 is the moto number. How about Kirby, Marawelli, Plappert, Garcia, and Bradley. Single file style. They roll down that third straightaway. The speedster, Plappert, got the bluegrass colors out on point as they turn for home. Local Cat on the gas and the go fast as they head down that last straightaway. Gold Cup 3 going to get it done on the 166 ride. Marawelli will pick up the 2 spot at a 116. 117 is the moto number on the track. 7-year-old Air Intermediates. We started the day with 9 riders in the mix. Guerra, Wyatt, Belcher, Tyndall, and Anderson. First 5 in and out of turn number 3. Single file style as they turn and burn out of the Stasic turn down that last straightaway. We're going to get them 3 wide. Coming back at me now, 13 and the 24. 24 ride comes by at the line. 24 and the 13 are both moving on. Gracie and K-Rob at 117. 118, how about Adloff, Davis, Gersich, and Zito. Single file style as they head down that third straightaway on the turn for home. Battle's going to be on that 2 spot. Lead ride coming back at me right there. Got to be Gurgis. Gurgis going to run the show. We're 2 wide on that 2 spot. Gurgis and the 24 ride. Adloff go 1 and 2 and move on out of moto 118. 119 is the moto number on the track now. It's 8-year-old Intermediates with Kasanovich, Stevens, Wagner, Malmquist, Karner, and Pettit. Single file style down that third straightaway. They're rolling 2 riders going straight to a Friday night main event. Let's take them in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me. This time around, going to take 2 straight to the big show. 495 ride Pettit and the 8 bike of Karner go 1 and 2. Out of moto 119, 120 is the moto number. 9-year-old Intermediates on the track this time around. 7 racks on a Friday afternoon with Jones, Kirby, Hoop, Marawelli, Hulls, Tar, and Edwards. Single file on the top 3 in and out of turn number 2. They're rolling 6 bike out on the top side. Got to be Goose Jr. Jones doing it for the Liberty Racing Team. Hey, Hugger, if you're out there listening on the World Wide Web, hope you're doing well. Coming back in my direction when you see a member of the Liberty crew. They've served society in some way. Give them a hug. Thank them for being a great American. Looking for 3, 6, 46, and the 30. So that was Jones, Holson, and Tar going 1, 2, 3 out of 120. 121 is the moto number. Crane, Bonsall, Kroll, Stranatka, Zito, and Marisco. 21 ride on the top side. Got the 40 ride in tow. That's Stranatka and Marisco. Louisville and Lexington, Kentucky connection moving on out of 121. 122, how about Cheek, Phelps, Dudek, Ibarra, Dolce, and Ricks. In and out of the Pro Max turn down that third straightaway 33 ride. Got to be Santiago Ibarra. Ibarra doing it out of Oxford, Mississippi on the turn for home. Coming back in my direction. Oh, yeah. 33 ride. That wouldn't be Mississippi. That'd be Michigan. 33 in the 12. Ibarra and Ricks. 123 is your moto number. Pro Max color is going to take him in and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway, looking for Madison, Ellerton, Gegner, Carson, Wagner, and Dirk. Single file style. We're going to turn and burn out of number 2 down that last straightaway. 2 riders moving on this time around. Coming back at me. 149 ride on the top side. Got to be Wagner. Wagner got the 83 ride in tow. Wagner, Gegner. Those are your transfers. At 123. White, Berry, Sweeney, Gonzalez, Helton, Lloyd, Kays, and Reyes down that third straightaway. We're rolling. Got to beat Zane the Cane. I got Sweeney on the top side for the Richmond Racing Crew. Local cat out of Louisville, Kentucky. He's got the gas and the go fast. They turn for home. I'm looking for 2. Gold Cup 3 ride. Going to get it done with the 13 bike. Mason Berry, the 124. Dropped one off down that third straightaway. Turn number 2 action. 125 is the moto number. Mullins, Molitor, Thompson, Lopez, Barger, and Runkle on the turn for home. I'm looking for 2 this time around. Down that last straightaway, single file style. 93 ride on the top side. The little man, Molitor, and the 34 ride of Caden Thompson go 1 and 2 out of 125. Checking on our down rider over on that third straightaway on the entrance of turn number 3. Want to thank everybody for making the trip to Louisville, Kentucky this weekend for this weekend's Derby City Nationals. 3 days of race in action. We got it started right here on this Friday afternoon. Make your way on up to the USA BMX trailer. Get your race day goodies. Event T-shirts, USA BMX racewear, all sorts of goodies. It's also for you Supercross riders. Everybody riding in those time classes this weekend, they do have the check for your timer. Down rider is up. Nice hand from the crowd. Year-old intermediates coming down the mountain on that front straightaway. Yeah. 6 riders in the mix today with Ibarra, Johnson, Cole, Ankrum, Walsh, and Kasnovich. Sorting things out down that second straightaway, looking for 2, going to a Friday night main event. Let's turn and burn out of number 2 down that third straightaway. 3-rider breakaway going on in this one down that third straightaway. Look like it's going to be Kasnovich running out on point right now. Single file style down that third straight as they turn for home. Coming back at me, 35 ride, getting it done on the 1. Axel going to bring him back to the stripe on the top side, 35 and the 53. Not a good moto for a dyslexic announcer. Coming back in my direction, 127 is the moto number. 14-year-old intermediates. Olson, Duhart, Claire, Higginbotham, Swartz and Ruber, and Henderson. 53 ride on the top side as they turn room. Higginbotham going to get it done on the 1. Got the 34 ride on that 2 spot. That's Zeke Olson at 127. Whoa, dropped a couple off down that front straightaway. Oh, the humanity. I lost just about everybody. Coming back in my direction. 28 ride. Okay, that was Walsh out of 126. Here comes the 2 bike. Cisney out of 128. There's my first transfer. Scott got up in time. Rister, Faircloth, Turner, and Wells will look for everybody picking up the pieces. Looks like they're all up. Give them a hand. Cisney got that first transfer spot. 052 ride. Rister going to pick up the 2. There's the 4 bike of Wells. Sorry about that. I said Gold Cup 2. It was the District 2 of Faircloth that got the transfer. Cisney will be back for round 2, along with Turner and Wells. All right, so Rister and Faircloth got the transfers. Yeah, Rister and Faircloth, 37. 37 and the 2 right there. Brister and Faircloth in 128, Bradley and English in 129, and the 38 and the 51, the 38 bike of Saunders goes out of 130. That gets us all caught up. 131 is the moto number on the track this time around at 17, 20-year-old intermediates with Renzi, Moss, Zender, and Boston. Oh, we're going to get too wide down that last straightaway, playing a little bump and run in the sun. 34 ride, trying to hold on and move on. The redneck Moss getting it done out of 131. 132 is the moto number. Oh, yeah. 26, 35-year-old intermediate. Sure, Hayes, Hartline, Wyatt, and Grant coming back at me on that top side. Got to be CW, Colton Wyatt, 527 ride. Wyatt and Grant will be moving on at a 132. 133 is the moto number. 36, 40-year-old intermediates with Simons, Pena, Hankins, Montgomery, Kesnovich, Tyndall, and Galeta. Oh, man, Gold Cup colors coming at me right there. Got to be Big James Tyndall. Tyndall going to exit up 22 and the 19. Tyndall, Pena, and Montgomery go 1, 2, and 3 out of 133. 134 is the moto number. Marawelli, Nguyen, Lignaski, and Watson. 41, 45-year-old intermediates on the turn for home, looking for one this time around. 76 ride, Marawelli going to get it done and move on out of 134. 135 is the moto number down that second straightaway. They're rolling. It's 46, 50-year-old intermediates with Robinson, Barnes, Erickson, Zurich, Engelman, Hop, and Hollenbeck down the third straightaway. S squared colors running out on point as they turn for home. Looking for 3 this time around. Top side ride. Got to be the 65 bike. Erickson, D-Ride. Going to pick up that 2 spot with the 10 bike. Coming back on the 3. That's the D of Zurich. 10 of Hollenbeck, and 135. 136 is the moto number. Washington, Bowdenette, Jennings, Johnson, and Williamson. Oh, man, it's got to be Big Wash. Going to run the show in and out of turn number 3. He's coming back at me. You're not going to lose that cat in a hurricane. Big Wash on the top side. 61 ride on that 2 spot. They're going to go 1 and 2. 581 and the 61. Washington and Williamson. Transfers brought to you by the letter W. Gross, Barger, Hansen, Harden, and Dragna. Coming down that last straightaway, 59 ride on the top side. Got to be Barger and the 63 bike of Hansen, Berger, and Hansen out of 137. 138 is the moto number. 56 and over intermediates. Gallen, Kloss, and Kim. Oh, yeah. It's Crazy Claus getting it done on the 1. He's in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me down that last straightaway. Oh, he's going to get it on the ace. Gallen on the 2. Jason Kim rolling back on that 3 spot. Total Point Racing, 56 and over intermediate. Welcome to the Girls Club. Jones, Carger, and Zimmerman. Jones going to get the ace 22 ride to Delaney coming back on that 2 spot. Zimmerman picking up the 3 out of 139. 140 is the moto number. 6-year-old girls. How about Johnson, Sessa, Cheek, Mo, Sunday, Mings, and Napolitano. Down that third straightaway, we're rolling. Impact colors out on the top side. Got to be Mo Power. Mo got company coming in a hurry. Let's turn and burn out of number 3 down that last straightaway. 4 bike trying to press the pace. Got to be Ricky Barbie. Sunday going to come on by. Sunday, Mo going to go 1 and 2. 11 ride going to hold on to that 3 spot. That's JoJo Bean moving on with Mo Power and Ricky Barbie on a moto 1. 40. 141 is the moto number on the track. More Little Tykes and Little Bikes. 7-year-old girls this time around. Hardy, Robles, Holiday, and Nye. Rock one on the one. Little MJ going to get the first round ace and move on a Friday afternoon. 8-year-old girls down that front straightaway. How about Sunday? Walgren, Palomaki, Greer, Walgren, Cheek, Bradley, and Southwell. Oh, yeah. The Giant running the show down that second straightaway. She's got the Black Crown Army out on point on a Friday afternoon. The Giant going to turn and burn out of the Pro Max turn down that third straightaway. She's rolling. Got Gold Cup colors on the 2 spot. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Coming back in my direction. Southwell on the 1. Got Palomaki on that 2. Southwell, Palomaki, and the Beast. 1, 2, and 3 coming back at me. On a moto, 142. 143 is the moto number down that third straightaway. 9-year-old girls, 10 riders in the mix today. How about Davis, Hawes, Shepard, Rush, and Noyola? Dynamite Daisy got the S-squared colors out on point. World 2 and the NAG 15 ride. Bam Bam Davis at a 143. Segura, Eckstein, Anderson, Sessa, and Slattery. The rock star. She's got profile style. Great new pickup by Gus and the gang. Gus, I know you're out there listening on the World Wide Web this weekend. I hope you're well. The rock star running the show as she turns her home, coming back at me. Sessa going to get it done on the 1. The 3 ride going to come back on that 2 spot. Got to be Eckstein at a 144. You can't do that unless you got bad intentions. Year-old girls on the track right now. 145 is the moto number. Kennedy, Farrell, Piper, Smith, Hegberg, and Plappert. Albie's colors going to take him in and out of turn number 2. Got to be the blue cheetah Smith. Smith running the show down that third straightaway. Got the 1 ride. Gate 9 colors of Farrell on that 2 spot. The Firefly trying to reel her in, but there's no answer for the blue cheetah on the turn for home. Smith going to get it done on the 1. Farrell going to pick up the 2 and move on out of 145. 146 is the moto number. Ellerton, Palomaki, Helton, Marlotta, and Nye. Single file style they're rolling. Oh, yeah. On the turn for home, looking for 2 this time around. Top spot ride coming back at me right there. Got to be the World 3 ride and the NAG 14. World 3 of Palomaki, NAG 14 of Marlotta. They're both going to the show out of 146. 147 is the moto number. 11-year-old girls this time around with Burnsworth, Alvarez, Jason, Taylor, Kopetsky, Kanowitz, Dawson, Larson. Down the last straightaway, World 1 on the 1. Got to be the Alvarez, the NAG 9, and the 6 ride. Going to be Kopetsky and the Mad Dog Jason out of 147. 148 is the moto number. 12-year-old girls this time around. Tollefson, Waddle, Gabois, Gomalecki, and Adloff. Oh, man, good one all weekend long right there. Tollefson, Gomalecki going to go 1 and 2 in round number 1 at a 148. 149 is the moto number. How about Smith, Alvarez, Carrero, and Pautier? Oh, yeah. No. Got to be too much Alvarez doing it for the Sharks. Swimming in the deep water on the turn for home. Hey, some ripped colors. Yeah, rip colors on that 2 spot. Eric, you got a mock-up of the Grange track by chance? While we got Dustin listening, I just thought I'd bring it up. It's in the outbox, Dustin. It's in the outbox. Yeah. It's in my sent items. I don't know. You just keep looking for it, Jacobs. It's out there, man. Chavera, Stevens, Pena, Cole, Eardham, and Tilly. 13-year-old girls going downtown in and out of turn number 1. Oh, Babs colors all over that top side. Got to be Chavera and Pena. Let's go 1 and 2 out of turn number 2. Oh, yeah. Getting it done on the 1. Got to be the World 1. Rocking it out on the top side. That's going to be Pena. Chavera on that 2 spot as they go single file style in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me. World 1, World 4. Not a bad way to go on a Friday afternoon. Pena and Chavera. 150, 151. How about Burry and Stevens, Callow, Elin, and Newton? Oh, yeah. Black Widow colors on the top side right there. Got to be the kickstart. Elin on the turn for home. Good battle on that 2-spot. Burry and trying to hold on as they come down that last straightaway. Got the 7 right in the hip pocket. Newton tried to make the move, but the Chasey Bug going to hold on and move on at 151. Tilly, Waldner, Appenzeller, Wenzel, and Ryan down that third straightaway. We're rolling. Oh, yeah. 09 colors. Got to be tongue out. Tilly on the top side. Got Appenzeller on that 2-spot. Here comes the Fiona Nader as they drag race it down that last straightaway. Oh, man, I think Waldner got her at the line. Nag 11 in the Gold Cup 1. At 152, 153. Babs colors trying to come around on the top side right there. The Alligator tries to hold the line. No, that's got to be Burrion on that 2-spot. World 4, Nat 2 coming back 1 and 2. Pair of 4s, Palacios and Burrion. At 153, 154 is the moto number. How about Cole, Clark, Kelly, Hurd, Meadows, and Davis? Factory LSG colors down that third straightaway. Got to be the Katie Bug Cole. Cole running out on point as they turn for home. Cole got the Maxter Davis on that 2-spot. Oh, Davis opens the door. Gold Cup 2 going to slide up and undertake this one over. Got to be Tegan Clark. Clark going to come back on that 2-spot and pick up the transfer along with the Maxter Davis at a 154.
Yeah, 155 is your moto coming down the second straightaway right now. McMillan, Harris, Henry, Anderson, Gould, Longini unit out of the second turn, third straightaway. Got to be Gould on the top spot, running the show down the 3 straightaway, keeping things going on. High gear running down that third straight, bringing it into that last turn, locking it up for that top spot. It's all factory answer on the top. Back to the line, we're going to go with a 1-bike, picks it up for that 2. Longini, H2O, back to the stripe we go. Out of moto 155, 156 your moto into the second turn. Nealon, Sutherland, Suey, Jonjovic, Cheryl, and Searfoss down that third straightaway. Jonjovic running the top spot. Nealon working that 2-spot. Searfoss on the charge, though. Into that last turn. Oh, throws an elbow out. Cliff slams the door right back at her. The machine turns up the power, full speed back to the line. 1-bike of Cheryl going to come back through. Jonjovic going to get it done. The 57 and the 1-bike will go 1-2 back at us out of moto 156 as we come back in. Down the 3 straight we go. Claridge, Cabner, Slonstick, Thompson, Horn, Goodell coming back at us looking for that top spot now. The sniper, Thompson back to the line. She'll run this one too. Claridge on the 2 spot. So we come back at us and get it done out of moto 157. Moving on to a semi-main event. More 15, 16 ladies coming our way as they head forward. In and out of the second turn. Third straight we go. Rachel, Cyrus Wells, Meekum, Foster, Walter working it down the 3 straightaway. Got to be Cyrus on the top spot. Factory Send at LSG. Driving this one back home. National number 37 bike going to be Walter. Picks it up for the 2 spot. Back to us out of moto 158. 159 Shimoto, more 15, 16 ladies going on. Herrera coming out of the second turn, third straightaway. Custer, Panerio, Jones, and Hinton coming down the 3 straightaway. Looks like Jones trying to move on this one, coming back at us in and out of that last turn. We're going to go. Albie Sindet box working Panerio on the 2 spot. Back down at last straightaway. Going to go with Herrera. Panerio 1-2 out of moto 159. 160 is your moto. Reed, Martin Miller, Smith, Foster, Sam Hammer. Slamming it in and out of that second turn down the 3rd straightaway. Got to be the door slammer. Sam Hammer on that top spot. Working this one down. The Alto Wrecker Crew picks it up on that 2 spot. Got to be Emma Martin out of the last turn. 160 is the moto coming back to us for a semi-main event. 17-20 ladies on course as we head down that second straightaway. McDaniel, Dickey, Kelly, Baisley, France in and out of that second turn down the 3rd straightaway. Campbell looking for a way up front, trying to get it going on. Still got that top spot. Rockin' Riley France bringing this one back through. Black Widow colors out of the last turn. She's going to go Reggie's Bike Shop. The pilot going to be Kelly. Picks it up for that 2 spot. Back to the line. Last straightaway. Out of moto 161, 162. Shimoto driving in and out of that second turn. 3rd straight. Double A all the way. Getting it done. Alden on the top spot. Running the show. Ricky, Fedewa, Potters, and Elder coming out of that last turn. Looking for that 2 spot. Fedewa trying to ramp things up on the way back through. Nag 4 bike coming back at us. Impact colors back to the line. We'll go with Alden. 1-2 out of moto 162. 163 Shimoto. Yonkelson, Boasted, Jordan, Massey, and Martin in and out of that second turn. A little Napa Valley pole getting things wrapped up right now. She comes down that 3 straightaway, got this one locked and loaded, putting all of her machine training together as she heads for it down the last straight, back at us. Looking for that 2 spot, going to be that world number 6 bike back to the line. How about McKenna Martin brings this one back through? We'll give Martin a little shout out back home in Grants Pass, Oregon. He's probably tuned in for the love of the sport. 164 is your moto. 21-30 ladies on course. So we come back. Got to be Doc Coleman on the top spot. World number 1, Black Widow, bring this one back through. Last straightaway, she's got this one wrapped up. Out of moto 164, room for 2 to go with the Nag 10 bike. A Picaretto picks up that 2 spot out of moto 164, 165, 31-40 ladies going in and out of that second turn. More girls club coming our way. Got this one wrapped up out front. Too sweet. Aaron Jones. Reed going to go 1-2. Back down that 3 straightaway. Crane, Stevens, Irwin, Anderson all trying to find a spot as they head for it down the last straightaways. Jones on that top spot back to the line. A little style going on with Reed as she comes back through. She'll get it done right there. Back through moto 165, 166 your moto. Dirks, Hale, Sandora, Lathan. Fly Racing colors out front. Got to be Hale in and out of that second turn. 3rd straightaway. Idaho representing right now. Rock and Ray Hudson, you tuned in. We'll give Ray a little shout out right now as we come back through and out of that last turn we go. It's all Hale on the top spot. She'll run this one down the last straightaway and get it wrapped up right here, taking one straight to that main event. Hale gets it done on that front line. Out of moto 166, 167, O'Brien, Levan, Piper, Fulton coming in out of that second turn. High 5, Hyper Piper getting it done, rolling down that 3 straightaway, airing it out a little bit, nursing the injury, coming down the 3 straight, bringing this one back home in and out of that last turn where she's going to go. Piper getting it done right now as we bring this one back through. I know Billy Griggs is probably tuned in today, Piper, as we come back through. Oh, she airs it out for Billy on the way back through. And that's the way it goes. We'll give Mama Piper a little shout out, and that's the way it goes for the girls club as they come back down to us. Get one wrapped up right now. Moore, Edwards, Hortzman, 5 and under experts. Not too often the class makes for the little guys. Good to see the little experts out on the track as they head forward in and out of that second turn, 3 straightaway. Got this one locked in right now. Hortzman, Edwards, Moore working it out. Total points racing going on with these guys. They head forward in and out of that last turn. Cranking things up along the way, looking for that top spot in the 43 bike. And Edwards running the show. Misfit colors back down that last straight. They're going to go the kid. Hortzman picks it up for the 2 in the Nag 6. The Hot Rod Moore will get the 3 out of moto 166 or 168. Rather, here we go. 169 is the moto. More 6-year-old experts coming back to us this time. Got 3 on course as they come back through. 3 going to a main event, heading down the last straightaway. Got the Nag 9 on that top spot. Going to go Aleman, Mohawk in the Nag 1 bike, and the Rock 1. Reeves going to pick it up with that Rock 1. And Ross going to come back through. He'll get it done right there. 170 is the moto heading to that last turn. Johnson, Maluski, Shepard, King. Ortiz looking for a way up front, bringing this one back down to it. Last straightaway action coming home, and we Asher King on that top spot, back to the line. 27 bike will come back through. Ortiz, El Papi. Keeping things moving on. Marzion, Montesmith, James, Imperial, Salva, Wegley, in and out of that second turn, 3rd straight. Who's got the lead going on with this one down that 3 straightaway? Gold Cup plate out front. Got to be the Hunter, Taryn James. James coming back through down that 3rd straight. He's going to bring this one to that last turn. In and out of the Stasic turn we go, bringing it back around. Got that Gold Cup 3, looking for that top spot. James going to bring this one back down to it. Locks it in with the National Age Group number 20, Wegley. Wegley will pick it up at the 2. No. Got another one coming my way. Furcatch, Reynolds, Smith, Christensen, Lavoie headed down into the Send It turn number 1. All right, Moto 170. Francis, Johnson, Maluski, Shepard, King, Ortiz. You guys are going to get a rerun. Come see us at the finish line. Moto 170, there was an interference on the last straightaway with the down rider, so you guys are going to have a rerun. Moto 170, 7X, it will get a rerun. Furcatch, Reynolds, Smith, Christensen, Lavoie coming back down that last straightaway, get it done. Hollywood, Reynolds on that top spot with the Nag 11 bike. Jumpin' Jacks, Furcatch will get the 2, but once again, Moto 170, go to your staging tent. You guys will have a rerun of your motos. 170, Francis, Johnson, Maluski, Shepard, King, Ortiz. You guys will have a rerun, so make sure you guys head back over to staging as there was an interference on the last straightaway. You guys will have a rerun of Moto 170. Once again, 7X, Moto 170, Francis, Johnson, Maluski, Shepard, King, Ortiz, head back to staging. All right, let's get things going on right now. Looking for Taylor Burnsworth, Ruiz, Hicks, Kinsler, Clements down that second straightaway. Looking for a top spot right now. 0-9 running the show. Bring this one into that second turn. Got it locked off. Bird dogging it, getting it done, bringing it back through. Got to be Burnsworth coming down the third straight. Got looking for that 2 spot. Trying to make it happen now. Ruiz, Hicks, Kinsler, Clements, Burnsworth, Taylor all charging hard into that last turn. Everybody's ramping this one up on the way back through. Still got the 0-9 colors out front of Burnsworth. The world champ back to the stripe. We're going to go with your 7 bike, Nag 7 and Wild West. Hicks will pick up the 2 out of Moto 173, 174. Irwin, Dixon, Meadows, Atherton, Calhoun out of that second turn, down that 3 straightaway. Getting this one ramped up right now, looking for that top spot. Got to be the madman, Atherton, running the show. Louisville local, getting it done. Derby City National, his own backyard national. He runs the show out front. Atherton throws a little style for the fans on the side as he comes back down to us. We'll go Irwin will bring this one back home. Ovi, Beans, Mars, Fix, Workman, Napolitano back to the stripe with Nag 5 and a World 3 bike. Fix in the Nag 5, and Novi getting the top spots out of Moto 175. 176 is your moto out of the second turn, third straightaway. Albie, send it box. Jaxie Boy, Lafrenary coming down the 3 straightaway. Razor, George, Hudzik, and Redmond driving this one back around in and out of that last turn. They'll lock this one up on top spot. Still getting it done, bringing it back through. Going to go Jaxie Boy and the 10 bike. Going to go Hudzik. Will pick up the 2 for the Identify BMX crew. So he comes back at us out of Moto 176. 177 is a moto down the 3 straightaway. Moulton, Lander, Maluski, Bach. Burkhart coming back at us, looking for that top spot. Coming back through, got full tilt, radio colors, Nacho Nico, Moulton. Moulton will get this one wrapped up back to the line with a 5 bike in tow. Burkhart will get it done right there out of Moto 177. 178 your moto coming out of that second turn, third straightaway. Who's got the horsepower to get things going on now? J&R colors on the top spot, running the show, bring this one into that last turn. Coming back through, got the lock on the top spot right now. The 9 bike coming back down too. It's going to go Williams back to the stripe. Williams and a Rock 1. We'll go Social D Myers picking it up for the 2. Moving on to a semi-main event out of Moto 178. 179's a moto. Wagley, Southwell, Buckholes, and Proda. Klaas in and out of that second turn, third straight action. Who's got the top spot? Identify colors. Got the aliens running the show right now. Wagley coming down the 3 straightaway. He's got this one on lock. Got company coming for that 2 spot. Black Crown trying to thread the needle on the way back around. Last straightaway. Can he get the ramp up going on down to us? Power Fix Speedco colors going to go the Punisher looking for the 2. And Proda going to ramp it up back to the line. Wagley and Proda. 1-2. All right, 170, the rerun moto going on downtown. We're going to go Johnson, Maluski, Shepard, King, Ortiz looking for a frontline run. Asher King got a pretty good pop on this one out of the Sended turn down that second straightaway. Sended, LSG, keeping things moving on that top spot. Looking for that 2 spot now. Shepard driving hard down that second straightaway. Got company coming into that second turn. He's going to bring it back around. Black Widow trying to ramp things up along the way. Let's see what goes on with these guys. Headed to it down the third straight. Still got the lock on this one. Shepard coming up on a 2 spot now. Into that last turn we go. Everybody's charging hard. Still fighting on that 2 spot as they bring it back down the line. Last straightaway. King going to get it done on that top spot. Nag 14 and your Gold Cup champ. We'll go Weston Shepard. Shepard will pick it up on the 2. Back at us out of Moto 170. We'll switch it back into 180 is the moto on track. That was a rerun. 10X going on right now as they head into that second turn. In and out of the Promax turn number 2. Answer factory colors on the top spot. Running it. J-Dog Widener coming down that 3 straightaway. Looking forward into that last turn. GQ going to go Novak. He's trying to drive this one back around out of the Stasic turn down the last straightaway. Power Effect Speedco colors. Moratelli going to hold on to the top 2 spot. He'll go Widener. Moratelli getting it done. 1-2 out of Moto 180. 181's your moto driving into that second turn. Black Widow out front running the show. The Z-Man. Brock Uniter coming down that 3rd straightaway. Looking for that 2 spot. Optic coming down to it. He's going to try to hold on to this one. The Ninja driving it back around in and out of that last turn we go. 110%, trying to crank things up along the way. Burrito trying to ramp it up back down to it, but the Ninja going to run it back to the line. Whoa, he got sniped at the stripe. He did as we come back through. The NAG 19 bike put it down to us and get it ran back to me out of Moto 181. Rock Uniter, Burrito 1-2. 182 is the Moto. Peterson, Hope, Gallegos looking for Ton and Hardy running the show down the last straightaway. 0-9 on the top spot, bringing this one back down to me. Going to go the 15 and your national age group number 8 by Pope. And Ton go 1-2 out of Moto 182. 183 is your Moto in and out of that second turn. Third straight they go. 11 bike running the show out front. Smith, Johnson, Wooters, Reeves, Eubanks. Coming to us now, driving these. Whoa, big pass going in and out of that last turn. Coming, bring it back around. Aruba, got to be Wooters coming up on a top spot. Back to the line. Fort Knox will slide in for that 2 spot at the stripe as they come on through Moto 183. Some good racing going on right there. Ansel, Dos Pablos, Goodell, Campbell working this one out. Got the top spot going on. Showtime, the world champ back to us. Full Tilt Factory back to the line. He's going to go with boosted Ransel. Ransel will pick up that 2 spot, and that's the way it comes back at us. Out of Moto 184. 11-year-old experts on track. Otaraga, Spix, Pomels, Howell, Graves, Holzen working this one down that first straightaway, in and out of the Send It, turn number 1. Down that 2 straight they go. Impact Rider on that top spot. Jackson Howell running the show. He's going to bring this one into turn number 2. Haven't seen him for a while. Good to see him out on the course out here, Derby City. Day number 1 as they head down at Factory. Babs on that 2 spot. Lorenzo Idaraga coming back through. The Roadrunner, Meep coming back down to the last straightaway. Hal gets it done on the top spot. Idaraga for the 2 back to the line. Moto 185, 186 your Moto. Harp, Young, Bidwell, Faircloth, Agron, Larson in and out of that second turn, third straightaway. Albie Cynic, got to be the Hummingbird. Harp on the top spot, coming down that third straight, rocking and rolling this one. Got to be the World 1, the young gun, Cody Young. He's ramping things up down that last straightaway. He locks it in for the 2 as they come back through to a quarter main event. Out of Moto 186. Get on up there to Vendors Row this weekend. All kinds of good stuff going on Vendors Row. Don't miss out on the hot deals up there. So make sure you guys check it out. Get on over and see what's going down. USA Racewear, get on over and get those event T-shirts with the Captain Nick Long on them this weekend. I think Nick Long was telling me it's the first time he's ever made the event T-shirt in his whole career. So he's still pretty pumped on it. So make sure you guys get that event T-shirt with the Captain Nick Long on it. And then go find the Captain, man. You know he'll give you the autograph. How about Strayer, Stauffer, Hill? Karam, Custer, and Gronis downtown looking for a top spot. Who got driving on this one down that second straightaway? Action Jackson going to go Stauffer. Black Widow running the show, airing it out, driving it in and out of that second turn. He's got company coming with him, driving it down that 3 straightaway, trying to ramp things up along the way. Strayer, Hill, Karam, Custer, and Gronis working this one out down that 3 straight into that last turn, coming around the outside, trying to make it happen. Hill making a move right there. Can he drive it down that last straightaway? Can he hold on to it? Coming back to the line. Looks like that 47 bike will still keep it going on. Back at it. Logan Custer gets it done out of Moto 187. 188 your Moto now. Irwin Young, Erickson, Utterback, Long, and Noyola coming down the 3 straight. Looking for a top spot right now into that last turn. Escort Factory coming back at me. Going to go Gnarly Charlie. Noyola driving it back through. Last straightaway, getting it going to the line. 8 bike, hold on to that one. It was pretty tight right there. And the 4 bike might have snipped him, but I think Long might have hung on to that one, but Irwin might have sniped him at the line. Paxman, Warner, Collingwood, Graham Hudson, Caballi in and out of that last turn and go. Pac-Man, Collingwood getting it done 1-2 as they drive this one out of that last straight back to us. Impact and 0-9 on the front line. We'll go Collingwood, Paxman 1-2. Back through out of Moto 189. I wish Cindy would get a little more fired up over there. She's all quiet. Didn't even go full factory mom or nothing. Just smooth, just cool, relaxed, coming back through. Oh, one of my favorites out there right now. Got to be the kid Warner on the top spot as he runs down that last straightaway. The all-toe wrecking crew coming back through. Going to go Kalen Piper. Piper picking up for that 2 spot as he drives this one back at us out of Moto 190 to a quarter main event. Scooch, Johnson, Andrade, Workman, David, Hubbard in and out of the second turn, third straightaway. JNR looking for that top spot right now. The little machine, Andrade, running the show. Hurry up, Hubbard, trying to hold on to that 2-spot. Sprocket Rock is ramping it up into that last turn. Mr. Siles, Workman's on the move down that last straightaway, looking for that 2-spot. We're going to get the 3-bike locked in as we come back to me. Going to go Hubbard, Liberty BMX, driving it back around with Andrade out of moto 191. 192 Shimono in and out of that second turn, third straightaway. Carson, Iderola Jr., Goto, Tyson, Wynn, Horn coming down the 3 straight. Ramping it into that last turn. Tyson making a move right there, coming back through, looking for that 19 bike on the top spot. Back to the line, 19 and the 47. Iderola Jr., Tyson will go 1-2. Idemoto 192, 193 Shimono. Hill, Roving, Janzuski, Changris, and Garcia coming out of that last turn, locking this one up. He's going to bring this one back through, going to ramp it up back to the line. The world number 2 plate coming back home. He's going to get it going on with Janzuski on the 2. The chimp back to the stripe. He'll go out of moto 193. 194. Was that Wi-Fi catching full bars, full service down that second straightaway? He's got it on lock right now, the world champ. Christensen bringing it back through, in and out of that last turn. He's going to go coming back at us. Little anniversary, happy anniversary shout out to mom and dad out there. Been doing it for a long time. They're out here for the kids, so getting it done, ramping it up. Back to the stripe. We're going to go Christensen, Bryant, 1-2, out of moto 194. 195 Shimoto, 13X on course. Christian Walker, Legnaski, Richard Sanders, and Morris down that third straight, driving this one in out. Oh, here comes the Alto Wrecking Crew throwing the hook out on him, trying to get it going on back to the line. Going to get it going back to the stripe. We're going to go with the answer colors out front. He's got that one, S squared, Super B Christensen. He'll bring it back home. And Nate Dog Walker get it done 1-2. Out of moto 195, 196. Massa, Martinez, Johnson, Weigel, Gabali, and Dahl coming down the 3 straightaway. Long hair, don't care out front. Martinez out of that last turn. He's going to bring it back through. Locking it down with the 14 black and toe. James Johnson. Johnson will pick up that 2 spot. I thought he was going for the pro set on me, man. Coming back around. Collins, Frank, Tyson, Gores, Kopetsky, Taylor. Whoa, taking a big upstairs right there. Got to be Tyson flying through this one. In and out of that last turn. Rock 1 gets it done. He'll come back through. I didn't know Black Widows could fly that high, but they got it locked in. Back to the stripe. We're going to go 09 for the 2 spot. We'll go Taylor. We'll pick it up right there. Adam Moto 197, 198 Shimoto 13X on track. Wyland, Martinez, Williams, Moore, Leonards, Janzuski. Down the 3 straightaway, got Jazuski on the top spot. Rampage Racing Colors out of that last turn. He'll bring this one back through. Got Lansar looking for more. Moore picking it up on that 2 spot. Back to the line. He'll hang on to that one as he comes on back at us. We'll give Grandpa Doug Hinkle a little shout out. And Grandma Moore, I know they're probably tuned in back home in Tulsa. Cupfer, Tonkovich, Dirks, Carrero, Montgomery, LeHue. Coming down that 3 straightaway. LeHue trying to ramp things up into that last turn. Let's see if he can make a move right now on the way back home. Last straightaway. Ripped Colors out front. Going to go Carrero back to the line with the 4 bike in tow. Out of moto 199. 2 Hundies your moto on course in and out of that second turn, 3rd straightaway. Lee Wiseman, Jans, King, Locke. Coming down the 3rd straightaway. King going to be picking it up on that 2 spot. Out of that last turn, Black Plate out front running the show. Going to be Jaden Locke locking it down on the way home. He'll get that one wrapped up back in the line with King on the 2. Out of moto 200, 201 Shimoto into the second turn. Mortelli, Santana, Westwall, Bayer, Savino. Coming down the 3 straightaway, the Alto Wrecker Crew out front running the show. Santana out of the last turn. Whoa, coming back around. Mortelli throws him a little elbow, tests the waters right there for that quarter main event as they come back to us, and they're moving on to the quarters. They come back around. Out of moto 201, 202, Gidry, Bach, Vicario, Dariba, Piper. Coming down. Big bro. Vicario takes the big side. Doesn't pay off for him going into that last turn. Lost him right there. Shark was going hunting all the way back through. 777 back to the line with the NAG 18 bike. Gonna go Dariba and Cam Bama Piper will pick up the 2. Y'all good, big bro? He says, gives me the thumbs up right there. You know Ollie Man's watching right now with Mom back at home. So he says, Ollie Man, I'm all good, bro. Hicks, Pansanisi, Gibson, Duran, Morales out of the last turn. Ramping this one up on the way back home. Simon Duran coming back through. Going to go Rock 1. Ian Gibson. Gibson back to the line. He'll get it done. Gibson, Duran, 1-2 out of moto 203. 204 is their moto now. Colley, Brotoli, Weber, Lausman, Douglas, Kadrowski in and out of that second turn. Dougie taking the big side right now. Pays off for him as he comes down that 3 straightaway. Daylight Cycles trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Brotoli got company coming. Big move on the inside coming back through. The beast, Colley. Colley coming back to the stripe, and he'll slide into the mix right there with Douglas. And they'll go 1-2 back at us out of moto 204, 205 Shimoto. Mendito, Powell, Dahl, Bauer, Nauman, Simons working this one out, driving in and out of that second turn. Third straightaway, another one, Alto, Wrecking Crew. Going to go D'Souza, Bauer coming down the 3 straightaway. Black Crown, Mendito drives it back in and out of that last straightaway. He'll slide into the 2 spot. Bauer and Mendito will go 1-2 back to the line out of Moto 205. Happy birthday, Kelly Mendito. From Greg Harrison, he says. Birthday time going on. Newman, Bowman, Frost, Stafford, Felker, Cronenberger. Got to be the world champ, getting it done out front. Back to little farmer Felker. He's got it going on, man. They got a chicken farm going on. He's got their garden going. All kinds of good stuff going on with Felker these days. Back at us, good kid, bringing it back to the line. The champ coming back to the stripe will go with the 6 bike. Stafford will pick up the 2. Out of Moto 206, Josh Felker, we'll give him a shout-out today because he's not here. He's probably back at home working. Alvarez, Rickard, Van Eiderstein, Knowles, Shriver, Overia coming down the 3 straight into the last straight, coming back through. The Alto Wrecking Crew, man, they came with the hooks this weekend. They're ready to get it done. Back to the stripe. We'll go with the R-Bike and tow. Van Eiderstein will pick up the 2. Out of Moto 207, 208, your Moto dropping into that Pro Max turn number 2. Bringing it back around, looking for that 2 spot. See who's got this one going on. Stokes, Pigo, Jacob, Cameron, Thompson, coming back at us. Oh, Pigo on the top spot. The Goose is loose out front. Get Mama water right now and let her cool off as we come back to the stripe. We'll go with the in-bike, and Toe Thompson will pick it up right there. Out of Moto 208, 209 Moto, Moscato, Ruiz, Emick, Yankee, and Dukes coming down the 3 straight. Got the top spot locked in right now. That last turn, the Roadrunner, Ruiz. He'll bring this one back through for Full Tilt Factory Radio. Got it turned up full blast. Back to the line. National Agent number 16 bike, Yankee, 110% nutrition. And they're in the house this weekend, so get up there and get yourself all juiced up with 110. Hester, Crawford, Dawson, Hayes, Regal coming down the 3 straightaway. Pink bike out front, F squared. You got to be Regal on that top spot. Got this one locked and loaded going down the last straightaway. J&R picks it up for the 2. The Nag 10 bike of Crawford runs it back at me out of Moto 210. 211's your Moto down the 2nd straightaway. A little side-by-side. Long hair, don't care. Redmond Factory trying to ramp things up. Getting a little balled up. He's going to take the big side. Is it going to pay off for him as he goes into that last turn? Comes up on a 2 spot. Oh, Reeder makes a move right there. Can he make it stick down the last straightaway? Got the top spot locked in with the Nag 13. He'll come back out of Helsel, and Reeder will go 1 and 2. I'll give a little shout-out to Talon Redmond and the rest of the Redmond posse back at home. Making moves, going to that last turn. Whoa, coming in hot right there. Got to be Go Malicki slipping in for that 2 spot as he heads for home back down that last straightaway. Getting it ramped up on that one, coming back home. Second round coming up quick. Don't be late, and we'll keep dropping that gate. Baby, Shovel, Torres, Bruni, Hill, Palmisano going to that last turn. Colombianos out of the last straightaway, coming back through. Factory Babs on that top spot. Full Tilt Factory picks it up for the 2. Back to the line. Bruni will get that one rolling on back at me out of Moto 213, 214 your Moto. What's up, Flying Black Widow? You went for it, huh? I like it, bro. All right, Pedal Kelleher going to go out of Moto 214 to a quarter main event. More 16X coming our way. Black Crown takes his hand off the throttle right there. Westerman will cruise it on in. He'll ramp it up back to the line. We're going to go with the 8 bike. Cronenberger will pick up that 2 spot out of Moto 215. As we get a little cleanup going on in that send at turn number 1, getting our down riders back up. They're back up. Make some noise for him. Esposito, Easy E over there. Give him a little love as he's coming back through. A little juice. Jones finishing up right there. Corbett, Bradley, Russell, Smallwood, Collingwood driving this one in and out of that second turn. Collingwood looking for that 2 spot. Team Iowa bringing it back through in and out of turn number 2 down the 3 straightaway. Got the long hair out front running this one. Got to be the future Bradley. Bradley running the show right now as he ramps it up in and out of the last turn, coming back through. Bradley and Collingwood getting it done 1 and 2 back to the stripe. Looks like that's the way to go for those boys. They come on in out of Moto 216. Calm down, Mom. Don't get all fired up now. Just Munguia, Popovich, Davis, Leonard, Backers, and Carter coming back through, looking for that top spot. E-Pop, Popovich going to drive it back around, looking for the 2, back to the line. We're going to go Ricky Carter, bring this one back home. And Michelle Carter, we'll give her a little shout-out back home in NorCal. She's probably watching. Popovich family, I know they're either in the house or they're watching back at home. How about Hale Funk, Varndell, Leo Brewer, and Day coming down the 3 straightaway. El Suave, Sean Day, man. If you haven't got any El Suave gear yet, man, he's got some new merch going on. Make sure you hit him up. Try to get that going on. And how about Leo? Go get the 2 spot locked in out of Moto 218. Second round coming up quick. Stazetsky, Gillum, Monreal, Hobson, Restrepo, Manzano coming in and out of that second turn. Rolling this one in and out of that second turn, 3rd straightaway. Hobson, he's been hulking up lately. See if he can make a move going down that 3 straight into that last turn. Stazetsky got the lock on the drop on this one. Last straight action going on. He got to air it out all the way to the finish line. Back to the stripe. He'll go with the 285. Restrepo will pick up the 2 out of Moto 219. 220's your Moto. Dropping in and out of the second turn, 3rd straightaway. More factory Babs on the charge. Velasquez, Gavin, Cardwell, Mag, and Binge. And Drumwinnick in and out of that last straightaway. Binge looking for that nice 2 spot. Driving it back around. Got a sweet number plate going on today. Cashin, bring this one back to the stripe. Velasquez will get it going. You got full factory plate going on there, bro. McConnell, Loy, Pulaski, Sabisky, Drinkard, and Wirtz. Big Matty Wirtz on the top spot. He's running the show. Albie Send It Box will send this one in and out of that last turn with the factory Send It LSG colors. Got to be the Terminator. Loy will pick up the 2. Back to the stripe out of Moto 221. 222's your Moto out of the first turn. Second straightaway. Lasher, Clark, Kim, Hunt, Gunn, Sides. Driving this one up in and out of that second turn, 3rd straightaway. Who's got the horsepower out front? Bring this one back around. The assassin, Ronnie Kim. Man, we haven't seen this guy since last year at City Industry in California, coming back at us. Good to see the assassin, Ronnie Kim, back to the stripe. He'll get it done on the top spot. Back through. Going to go Lasher for the 2 as we drive it out of Moto 222. Exactly. Some of those guys aren't happy to see him out there. Exactly. Come back through, looking for that top spot. Trujillo, the silent assassin. He'll come back side by side with Chase Buller. Get it done top spots out of Moto 223. 1720s on track. Got an 8th main event. 54 riders in the group. This is going to be a huge score for these guys this weekend. That's for sure, man. As we're getting closer and closer, about, 91, 92 days away from the Grands right now, something like that, man. So all these scores are going to count extra big for all these boys. Conley, Bramer, McLeod, Bailey, Herrera, Heath coming down the second straightaway. Got to be Wasabi on the top spot. College kid now bringing it back through in and out of that second turn. Rockstar Rift Tangent, Factory Colors coming down that 3 straightaway. True dat, going to be Bailey. Oh, he goes big. Conley comes right back at him. In and out of that last straight, they're going to go. Coming back down to it. Herrera trying to ramp it up back to the stripe. Ooh, did he get him on the outside over there, Jen? Bailey and Conley will get it done right there as they come back through. Out of Moto 224, 225. Yeah, we'll give Conley a shout-out. All the boys at the firehouse. Mom's probably in the shop building some doors. How about O'Neill's, Rhodes, Toth, Duran, McCabe, Cade driving this one. Oh, Cedric the Entertainer in the house. Haven't seen him. He's been playing some football lately, coming back through. McCabe on the top spot. Kentucky boy bringing it home on the home turf as he heads forward, in and out of that last turn. Got to be the Entertainer, Cedric Cade, coming back through. O'Neill ramps it up back to the line, but Cade comes in on a hot one right there, and he gets it done as he's coming back to the stripe out of Moto 225. 220. Back to us now with the 5 bike out front. Weber on the top spot coming back at us. Ooh, inspired Wrenchman racing going on. Alan Sonoran going to pick it up for the deuce. Back to the stripe they go. Salisbury, Stinson, bring this one. Beaudry, Parhea, Rooney, Goodwin, and driving it out of that. Oh, Stinson coming out. Oh, Roondog trying to make a move right there as he's coming back through. Last straightaway, 51 bike will get it done. Stinson will hold on for the 2 as we come back through and get it wrapped up right there. Some good racing going on. Yeah, Pat Rooney, you tuned in, man. I don't know if you're in the house or not, but I'll give you a little shout-out because you're probably tuned in. Reederman, Courier, Calvin, Markle, Goth, 2635 experts out of that last straightaway. The big tree, Reederman. You guys bring the chainsaws this weekend, all the good stuff going on. Johnny Goth will pick up the 2. Back at us out of Moto 229. Johnny Goth getting it done for that Ameriprise posse. Tomino, Harney, Profiter, Quintanilla, and Dawson in and out of the second turn, 3 straightaway. Got to be Nicky D. Dawson on that top spot. He's running the show down that 3rd straight into that last turn. Got company coming with them, bringing this one back around. Pappy, Quintanilla coming down the last straightaway. He'll lock it up on that 60 World 6 bike back to the stripe. Second round coming back through. Second round coming up quick. Cleve, Matthews, Redgill, Kinsler, Hall, Johnson coming down the 3 straightaway. Throwing the slider out front. Got it locked in. Got to be Kinsler bringing this one back through. Big Willie Johnson on that 2 spot. Back to the line. He'll bring it back home for the Alto crew and get it done right there. Bidwell, Jason, Bunker, Rocky, Post, Monosmith, and Hardman out of that first turn, down that second straightaway. Who's got the charge going on this one? Bringing this in that second turn. Full tilt color is going to be Post running the show in and out of turn number 2, down that third straightaway. Luciano Rocky picks it up for the 2 spot. Little time to shine coming back in and out of that last turn. Bunker, though, trying to make a move. Let's see what he's got. Bidwell, where you at, bro? Coming on back at us. Get these guys locked in. Looking for those top 2. Back to the striper and a go. How about Post will get it done? Rocky won the 1-2 back at us out of Moto 232, 233 Shimoto. Poof! Coming in out of that second turn. Got it locked in right now. Got to be Big Ben Powell. He's running the show coming down the 3 straightaway. Custer looking for that 2 spot. DeHaven, Doltz, Varndell, Powell, Kelly, and Suey in and out of that last straightaway. Kelly, ramp it up, bro. Come on, man. Keeping things going on back at us. Get it done. Powell on the top spot. Back to the line. Custer will pick it up for the 2. Coming back to me now, getting it done. Turrison on the top spot. Back to the line. Eblee, my man, coming back through. Yes. Back in Moto 224, Bobby Conley. Bobby Conley, you'll go round number 2 after the video review. You are in the round 2, and Herrera ended up with the transfer there. Back on us now. I'm going to go NAC 10 in the NAC 15. Herrera and Skinner are going to get it done 1-2. So once again, back in Moto 224, 1720 experts. Andrew Herrera gets the transfer. Bobby Conley will have to go second round. Coming to me now, Brown, Lousman, Maddox, Silva, Smallwood running. Renato with the Alto Wrecking Crew back to the line, picking it up with the 2 bike. Lousman will pick up that 2 back at us and get it done right out of Moto 236. Second round will be coming up soon. Don't miss out. Yeah. White, Helsler, Nuccio, Kennedy, Motley, Lamoglia. Going to be Coach DL on that top spot. Motley Drew, he's on the move right now coming into that last turn. Kennedy might have left the door open and come back around. He's trying to get the door closed back up on the way back at us. Last straightaway, still got this one. Coach DL out front, back to the line. Motley will pick up the 2 out of Moto 237. Man, I guess we're going to have to give Jasanson a little shout-out since he's not here. Jasanson. I didn't see him here, man. Gate coming down right now. Here we go. 238 Moto. Last couple of racks of the first round. Second round coming up quick. Curry, Merritt, Chabon, Cheatham, Moore, and Sloan headed downtown. We're going to get things going on right now. Looking for the top spots going on with this one coming down that second straightaway. Who's got this one rolling on at us in and out of turn number 2? Driving it back around. Got the 70 bike out, 78 out. Curry on the top spot. Chippendale Bike Shop bringing it down that 3 straightaway at the block. And Randy Moore picking it up on that 2 spot. Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, T.O. coming back at us on that 2. Curry getting it done on the top spot, 78 bike. He'll ramp it up down the last straightaway. The old guys coming back home, 56 and overs. Back at us, Brandon Goldstone. Naka, Roop, and Selmo out of the first turn down that second straightaway. 0-9 on that top spot. He's running the show, and Selmo coming down that 2 straightaway. Big Daddy, Eric Roop, 50th season of BMX going on. I think he's been here about 485,000 times as we come on down that third straightaway, bringing him into that last turn, getting it done. And Selmo on the top spot into the second round, coming back at us to get this one rolling on back through, locking it up on the 2. Big Daddy, Eric Roop, even going first round, man. He's going to take a little bit of a break now. He says, I'll go get first round knocked out, and then I'll come back.
Little Tykes, Little Bike, 6 and under mixed open, rolling down that second straightaway in and out of turn number 2. Oh, yeah. Friday afternoon fun in the sun coming at you from Derby City BMX. Let's take them down that third straightaway. Looking for Mo, Marawelli, Garcia, and Palmer. Top 2 moving on this time around. On the turn for home, coming back in my direction. 60 ride on the top side. Got to be the Jet Garcia. 66 ride and Marawelli going to pick up that 2 spot. Those are my transfers out of Moto 21. .22 is the moto number coming down the mountain. More Little Tykes and Little Bikes looking for Patton, Henlighter, and Johnson. Top 2 going to that 6 and under mixed open main event. Let's take them downtown in and out of the Send It turn. Second straightaway race in action. Oh, yeah. Who's got the gas and the go fast on this Friday afternoon? Look like the 65 ride. Got to be Henlighter. Going to take him in and out of turn number 2. Got Sassy Pants rolling for the Alto crew on the 2 spot. Henlighter, Johnson, Patton, 1, 2, 3 as they head down that third straightaway, single file style, looking for 2 riders going to a Friday night main event, 6 and under mixed open. 22 is the moto number on the turn for home. Wade on that top side ride. Henlighter going to lock it down. Henlighter and Johnson. The moto 22. 23 is the moto number on the track, 7-8 open. Going to take him in and out of turn number 2. I was looking for 4. With 3 spots available. I got 2, so we got a boat ride for these 2. Down that third straightaway. Looks like I got Galeta doing it for the Antioch Cyclery out of Park Ridge, Illinois, coming back in my direction on that top side. The Rocket going to get one with the 13 ride of K-Rob out of Moto 23. 24 is the race in action down that third straightaway. How about Strayer, Eckstein, Haas, and Anderson. Top 2 going to the show as they turn and burn out of number 3 down that last straightaway. 3 ride on the top side. Got to be Eckstein and the 2 ride of Anderson. Eckstein and Anderson going in 2 out of Moto 24. 25 is the moto number on the track as the beat goes on. It's more 9-10 mixed open in and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway. Oh, yeah. Hulls and Rush and Plappert. Getting it done on the 1 bluegrass colors on the turn for home. Down that last straightaway, B ride on the top side. See if we get a couple of bluegrass riders in there. 46 bike of Hulls and moving on as well out of Moto 25. 26 is the moto number on the track now. 11-12 mixed open. Carrero, Kanowitz, Runkle, and Lopez. Nag 14 in the 9 ride. Carrero and the 9 ride of Cakes Kanowitz going in 2. How about Thompson, Smith, Waddle, and Barry? Power FX Colors getting it done on the 1. Got to be Shegon, Darby Smith. Going to turn and burn out of number 3 down that last straightaway. Smith going to punch a ticket, looking for that 2-spot ride. 13 bike will hold on to the move on. That's Mason Barry for the Crip Plate crew out of Moto 27. 28 is the moto number 13-14 mixed open on the track with Wenzel, Faircloth, Davis, Eardham, and Meadows. Davis got the Gold Cup 1 on the 1. 4 ride going to come back on that 2 spot. Got to be Eardham for the Send It LSG crew out of Las Vegas, Nevada. How about Waldner, Cole, and Von Holzen? Got to be the Fiona Nader on the top side right now on the turn for home. Doing it for the Power FX Speedco crew out of Northport, Florida. Gold Cup 3 ride going to come back on that 2 spot. The Waldners go 1 and 2 and move on out of Moto 29. 30 is the moto number on the track with Turner, Ryan, Ankrum, and Walsh. Top two going to 13-14 mixed open semi-main event, in and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway, 28 ride. Got to be Walsh. Walsh and the 53 of Ankrum. Moto 30 come back to staging. Moto 30. Riders from Moto 30 head back to staging, please. We're going to have to rerun that moto. We had an error on the gate, so we're going to rerun Moto 30. So Turner, Ryan, Ankrum, and Walsh return to staging, please. Moto 30, head back to staging right now. Jordan, Meekum, Wergen, Nealon, and Reichel. In and out of turn number 2 down that, or turn number 1 down that second straightaway. We're rolling 09 colors. Got to be the machine. Nealon running the show. Lady in black on the attack out of number 2. New rider going to come up and under down that third straightaway. Look like J&R colors. Trying to get in the mix as well as they take it down that third straightaway. Still Nealon running out on point. Nealon's got company coming in the hip pocket. Got to be the Mad Rabbit Jordan doing it for First Coast Nutrition. E-Rod going to get in there as well as the B of Wergen. Moto 31. 32 is the moto number down that third straightaway. Looking for 3 riders going on, and 31 and over mixed open. 3 riders coming back at me. See what you see is what you got. 65, 94, 61. Erickson, Galeta, and Williamson on boat ride out of Moto 32. 33 is the moto number 6 and under open. Little tykes, little bikes. On the track right now, 3 riders, 3 rounds, looking for Ross, Edwards, and Moore. The boss got the ace in round number 1, looking to make it a pair as he takes him in and out of turn number 3. The Stasic turn, coming back in my direction. Rock 1 on the 1. Ross, the boss, going to get the second round ace. Edwards going to hold on to the 2. Moore picks up the 3. And a moto 33. 34 is the moto number on the track, 7-8 open. Oh, yeah, looking for Meadows, Kensler, Johnson, and Jacobson. On the turn for home, got to be the Fox Kensler, doing it for the Impact Crew. 13 ride, going to get it done on the 187 bike, going to come back on that 2 spot. '87 ride. How about come back to the finish line there? 87 bike out of Moto 34. Come back to the finish line so I know who you are. 34 ride, Napolitano going to get it done. Nag 4 ride of Mr. Jethro Salva. Going in 2. Back in Moto 34 if you were on 87 ride. There he goes. (9-10) open on the track. 36 is the moto number coming back at me. 11 ride. Tremolo doing it for the 09 crew. Going to get it done on the 1. Gold Cup 2 ride of the Seabiscuit Basige. Going to pick up the 2. Dropped a couple off down that front straightaway, picking up the pieces as they ride it out. .37 is the moto number in and out of turn number 2. 9-10 open down that third straightaway. Looking for Pope, Lander, Bach, Campbell, and Williams. 09 colors running out on point as they're in and out of turn number 3. Got to be the killer Kyler Pope. Getting it done on the 1. Pope going to lock it down and move on along with the 9 ride of the Jackpot Williams. Doing it for the Speedco crew out of Moto 37. 38 is the moto number on the track. 11-12 open this time around. Looking for Hudzik, Holson, and Nauman. down that third straightaway. They're rolling BMX style. Oh, yeah. Getting it done on the one as they turn for home. Coming back at me. Look like Nauman on the top side. Nauman got company coming down that last straightaway. Nauman huds it. Going to go 1 and 2 and move on. The moto 38. 39 is the moto number. Oh, we're back at 30 now? Gotcha. 30 on the track, in and out of turn number 2, down that third straightaway with Ankrum, Walsh, Ryan, and Turner. Single file style, in and out of turn number 3, coming back at me. Ankrum going to run the show again. Ethan says, all right. Carter says, I can make that work as 2. Ethan Carter, no change in the finish order. And a moto 30. Young, Yance, Bidwell, 11-12 open, 39 is the moto number. Got to be Blake Young, seeing nothing but daylight as he makes the turn for home. 2 riders moving on to a semi. Main event, 34 ride. Coming back on that top side with the future Bidwell on that 2 spot. They're both moving on. Out of moto 39. 40 is the moto number. How about Rovang? Shock. And Faircloth down that third straightaway. Looked like Rovang running out on point. Got the 23 ride of Hollywood. Shock on that 2 spot. Shook. Looking for a little clean air down that last straightaway. 32 and the 23 are both moving on. 41 is the moto number, last rack of 11-12 open. This time around, I got Wergen, Hill, and Gap. In and out of turn number 3, coming back at me. Single file style, getting it done on the top side. Got to be the Junkyard Dog. JYD's moving on with the double deuces of James Hill. Moto 41. The Nature Boys out there listening on the World Wide Web. He got the JYD reference. Lee, Weiland, Massa coming back in my direction. Rip colors on that top side. Got to be Lee. 12 ride going to come back on that 2 spot. I got the Hot Rod and the Mare. Moving on out of moto 42. 43, how about Passanisi, Morris, and Kopetsky. LSG colors. Got to be Kopetsky on the 1. Morris on the 2. Didn't see the animal. Moto 43. 44 is the moto number. How about Cuffer, Dahl, Wergen, in and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway. 3 ride on the top side. Got to be Caleb Dahl. Hey, if you're missing your phone, it might be down here at the finish line. Coming back at me. 3 ride. Going to get it done on the 1. In ride picks up that 2 spot. 3 ride, in ride. Dahl and Wergen. 26 ride right there. Got to be Kudrowski doing it for the Black Widow crew. E-Ride going to come back on that 2 spot. Pair 26s, Kudrowski and McFerrin out of 15-16 open. Moto 45. 46 is the moto number. 3 riders going to get in and out of turn number 2. BB, Stokes, Dukes down that third straightaway. They're rolling. BB sitting on the bubble as they turn for home. Coming back in my direction. Taking 2 this time around. Stokes got the top side ride. 9 ride going to do it with the 1 bike. Stokes and BB out of moto 46. 47 is your moto number. How about Weber, Dahl, and Powell? Single file style. They're going to roll it down that second straightaway in and out of turn number 2. Getting it done on that top side. Down that third straightaway. Look like the 23 ride. Got to be Dominic Weber. Weber running the show in and out of turn number 3. Down that last straightaway. 2 riders moving on this time around. 23 ride. Going to get it done with the 5 bike. Weber and Dahl. Moto 47. 48 is the moto number this time around at 17-20 open. Start of the day with 11 riders in the mix. We got Davis, Sebrel, Mattingly, and Sabisky looking for 2 spots in a main event. Coming back at me. Bluegrass colors on the top side. 10 ride. Mattingly going to get a spot with the 9 ride. A big deal, Sebrel. Moto 48. 49, how about Gillum, Montreal, Heath. Single file style. They're going to roll it in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me on that top side ride. 20 bike, make it. Heath and the 64 of Gilliam out of moto 49. 50 is the moto number on the track. How about Dolce, Crafton, and Ybarra? Top two going to the show as they roll it down that third straightaway. Last of the opens coming at us on this Friday afternoon. 50 is the moto number down that last straightaway. 494 ride of Crafton and the 15 ride of Dolce will get the transfers and move on to a Friday night main event. Big wheels are rolling in and out of turn number 2, looking for Palamaki, Greer, and Walgren. 8 and under girl cruisers down that second straightaway. We're rolling. Who's got the gas and the go fast? The Rockstar, Palamaki. Got the ace in round 1, looking for a pair. Got Sunshine and Boo the Beast running 2 and 3. Boo going to make a move right here down that last straightaway. Palamaki still running the show. She'll get the ace. Boo going to move up a spot in round number 2. Sunshine going to finish on the 3. I got Boo and Sunshine locked up at 5 points apiece. 52 is the moto number on the track. 9-10-year-old girl cruisers with Shepard, Piper, and Helleton. On the turn for home, all right, on the top side, got to be Shepard. Got the snake catcher on the 2 spot. Shepard and Piper will move on. The moto 52. 53 is the moto number. How about Hegberg, Morlata, and Nye? Down the third straightaway, single file style. Got HRP colors of Hegberg sitting on that 2 spot. Lead ride on the turn for home. Coming back at me, 759 ride. The monster, Morlata, and Hegberg go 1 and 2 and move on. The moto 53. 54 is the moto number. 12-year-old girl cruiser. Started the day with 5 riders in the mix. Got room for 2 this time around. Down the last straightaway with the BMX Sharks. Got to be too much. Alvarez going to get it done on the 1-7 bike of the Mad Dog Jason. Picking up the 2 out of moto 54. 55, 13, 14-year-old girls, Longini, Anderson, Clark, Henderson, and Tilly down that last straightaway. Somebody bring me some water. Got to be Longini. And that's her nickname. I'm not asking for a glass. 38 ride of Clark. Going to pick up the 2 spot. At a moto 55. 56 is the moto number on the track right now. Callow, Ashley, Appenzeller, and Cole. Single file style as they turn for home. Diamond Lil got the World 3 on the top side. Coming back at me right there. Ashley going to get it done on the 1. And Appenzeller on the 2. Pair of 3s moving on out of moto 56. 57 is the moto number. How about Foster, Meekum, Marin, and Pinero? Albie's colors. Got to be Alma Pinero running the show on the turn for home. Looking for 2. 713 ride. Going to punch a ticket along with the 4 bike of Senzi, McKenzie, Meekum. Hinton, Wirgin, and Slonik. Single file style as they turn for home down that last straightaway. Nag colors going to run the show. Got to be Tiger Lily, Hinton, and the 2 ride of Slonik go 1 and 2 and move on out of moto 58. 59 is the moto number on the track. 17, 20-year-old lady cruisers looking for Smith, Baisley, Hurley, Ricky, and Zurich. Single file style on the turn for home. Looking for 2 riders going straight to a Friday night main event. 5 ride on the top side. Got to be Kalani Smith, and the 3 bike of Casey Hurley go 1 and 2 and move on. Moto 59. 60 is the moto number. How about Moss, Wexler, Elder, and George? Oh, yeah. Got to be Shelby Elder doing it for the BMX Sharks on the turn for home. Your national 14 ride. Elder going to lock it down on the 1, the E ride of Leroy Wexler. Going to pick up the 2 spot. Moto 60. 61 is the moto number. 21, 30-year-old lady cruisers with Mulvihill, Picaretto, and Hunt. Jersey Pecoretto doing it for the Regulators. Going to roll in and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. Good battle on that 2 spot as they're side by side coming back at me. Second round showdown 15 ride. Mulvihill going to pick up that second ace. Hunt on the 3. Moto 61. McCoy, Heath, Schwartz and Truber. Down the third straightaway, they're rolling 31, 35-year-old lady cruisers looking for 2 riders going straight to a Friday night main event. 2 ride. Got to be C.K. McCoy out of Nashville, Tennessee. McCoy and the 10 ride of Whitney Schwartzentruber. Doing it for LBO Racing out of Marysville, Ohio. 63 is the moto number on the track. 36 40-year-old ladies with Robinson, Simons, Irwin, and Anderson. Oh, it's a whole lot of fun with Sherry Bomb on the 1. Got to be the Nag 10 ride and the 11 bike coming back 2 and 3. That's going to be Anderson and Robinson getting the transfer spots along with Irwin out of moto 63. 64, how about Peach, Meyer, and Allred, 41, 45-year-old ladies. Down that third straightaway, in and out of turn number 3, coming back at me. Getting it done on the 1, the 734 ride of Cindy Meyer, the 12 ride of Smiley Allred. Going to go 1 and 2. If you haven't met Smiley, there's a reason she's smiling. Ask her story. It's pretty amazing. 46 50-year-old lady cruisers out on the track. How about Schaffner, Lindemann, and Dirks? Gold Cup 2 right on the top side as they turn for home. Got to be Emily running the show, coming back at me out of Whiteheath, Illinois. Gold Cup 2 and the District 1. Schaefer and Dirks moving on out of moto 65. Big wheels keep on rolling for the ladies. It's 51 55-year-old lady cruisers. Fulton, O'Brien, and Lobler. Oh, man, in and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. Gold Cup 1, got to be O'Brien. Got Lobler on that 2 spot, Fulton on the 3. Fulton looked at the moto sheet, said, that's dangerous, Donna. She's with Throat Punch. I don't know if I want to get close to that. Lobler gets the 2 spot and moves on with O'Brien. Out of moto 66. Little Tykes, big bikes. How about 7 and under cruisers down that last straightaway looking for 2 this time around, coming back at me. 44 and the 15. Ortiz and Mirzion go 1 and 2 and move on. Out of moto 67. 68 is the moto number. How about James, Ellerton, D'Imperio, and Smith looking for 2 more riders going to that 7 and under cruiser. Main event. Oh, yeah. Side-by-side racing. Got the 32 ride. On the top side, got to be the Hunter James. Gold Cup 2 ride. The DJ Lethal D'Imperio. Moto 68. 69 is the moto number 8-year-old cruisers. How about Calhoun, Dixon, Jacobson, Clements, and Barnes? Top 4 going to the show as they turn for home. Coming back at me right now. 256 ride. Clement's going to get it done. The 11, the 19, and the R. Dixon, Jacobson, and Calhoun moving on as well out of moto 69. 70 is the moto number. How about Redmond, Buckholtz, and Maluski? On the turn for home, got to be the hot rod. Redmond doing it for the S-squared crew. Nag 3 and the District 8. Redmond and Maluski. How about Wegley, Lafreniere, and Hudzik? Oh, yeah. Albie's colors. Got to be Lafreniere on the top side, trying to identify who's on that 2 spot. Got to be Wegley moving on with Lafreniere. On a moto 71. 72 is the moto number 10-year-old cruisers. Gallegos, Hardy, Oglopsic, and Perito. Last turn race in action. Oh, the Ninja gets pushed up on the top side. We're going to go 3 wide. Coming back at me looking for 2 spots this time around. B1, B, and the Rock 1. Perito and Gallegos with the transfers out of moto 72. 73 is the moto number down the last straightaway with the Albies colors. Running out on point right now. Getting it done on the 1. Got to be Novak and the 12 rod. A big Smitty Smith going into moto 73. 74 is the moto number 11-year-old cruisers. 2 spots in a semi. Main event up for grabs right here with Strayer, Galbali, and Larson. Rip Color sitting on that 2 spot as they turn for home. Coming back at me right now. Getting it done on the 1. 5 ride, 9 ride. Both moving on. Dexter Redmond to the finish line, please. Dexter Redmond to the finish line. 75 is the moto number on the track right now. Hill, Long, Madison, 75, 11-year-old cruisers coming back at me. Gold Cup 1 on the 1. Got to be Riker, Long, and the District 1 of Luke, I am your father. Hill for the Philipov Racing Crew, Automoto, 75. 76, how about Irwin, Gronis, and Pommels? Down that third straightaway, they're rolling. Gold Cup colors out on the top side as they turn for home. Coming back in my direction, getting it done on the 1. Got to be King Kong Pommels. And the Gold Cup 1 is Supersonic Irwin. the moto 76. 7 is the moto number down that third straightaway with 12-year-old cruisers. Thompson, Goto, Carson, Horn. Gold Cup one on the one as they turn Rome. Got to be the silent assassin, Carson, throwing it down on the top side. Kenji going to pick up the 2 spot and move on out of moto 77. 78 is the moto number on the track. How about Moore, Hubbard, and Wergen? Down that third straightaway, single file style as they turn for home. 4 ride, the 10-man, Moore on the top side. Got the District 1 of the Junkyard Dog, Wergen. Wergen and Moore out of moto 78. 79 is the moto number on the track. 13-year-old cruisers, Taylor, Atherton, Johnson, Weigel, and Galbali. JJ running out on point right there. Got to be James Johnson coming back at me. Johnson, the 3, and the 536. So Johnson, Galbali, Taylor, and Atherton are all moving on. The moto 79. 80 is the moto number on the track. 14-year-old cruisers on the turn for home. Tonkovich, Wergen, Guidry, Westfall. 4 ride, 2 ride, coming back 1 and 2. That's got to be Tonkovich and the Flying Peanut Westfall. The moto 80. 81 is the moto number. How about Duhart, Beyer, Dirks, and Cisne? Oh, yeah. Down that third straightaway on 2 wheels colors. Got to be Dirks getting it done on the 1. Got the Koopa Star getting it done on the 2 spot. Young man out of Georgia coming back in my direction. Dirks and Beyer moving on. The moto 81. 82 is the moto number on the track right now. 15-year-old cruisers on a Friday afternoon. Stafford, Dawson, Knowles, Van Eiderstein, and Alvarez. Down the last straightaway, getting it done on the 1, 2 bike, 3 bike, both moving on. Dawson and Van Eiderstein. The moto 82. 83 is the moto number. How about Frost, Toth, Emick, and Bowman? Oh, here we go. On the turn for home, D-Ride on the top side. Got to be the Bumblebee Bowman. Bowman going to get it done on the 1. 4 bike will hold on to that 2 spot. Bowman and Frost. On a moto 83. 84 is the moto number. 16-year-old cruisers. McDonald, Gross, Rogers, Schmidt, Mears. Top 4 moving on this time around down that last straightaway. 75 bike going to get a spot. 10 bike, 1 bike, and the Gold Cup 2. So that was McDonald, Mears, Schmidt, and Gross all moving on out of moto 84. 85 is the moto number. 17, 20-year-old cruisers with Collingwood, Carter, Henderson, Bowie, and Herrera coming back at me right there. They got Bramer out there again. 17 and the World 1. Sorry about that. I missed Carter in round 1, so that was Bramer and Herrera in round 2. Sorry about that, Ricky. 2 bike, 13 bike coming back at me, 1 and 2. Felser and Meyer. And Ricky was probably sitting over there going, why is he calling me in the second round? 87 is the moto number down that third straightaway with Bonsall, Zurich, Ellis, Monosmith, and Harney. 21, 30-year-old cruisers coming back in my direction. Zurich going to get the win. 111 ride going to get the 2, the 71, and the 573. 575 make it. '88 is the moto number. 31, 35 cruiser makes the up and under right there down that last straightaway. Nye going to go 2 for 2 with the aces. Nye, Ashley, Eli, 1, 2, 3. The moto 88. 89 is the moto number on the track. 36, 40-year-old cruisers this time around. Looking for Larson, Wagner, Crafton, and Ramsey. Coming down that last straightaway. 3 riders moving on. 37, 35, 494. Wagner, Ramsey, and Crafton are moving on out of moto 89. 90, 91 is the combined moto number on the track. Watson, Hardman, Andrade, Adams, and Turner. Top 4 moving on this time around down that last straightaway. Coming back in my direction. 282 ride. Going to get it done. 5 bike of Big Wayne Hardman. 7 ride. And the 21. So Andrade, Hardman, Turner, and Adams out of a combined 90, 91. 92 is the moto number Moriera, Luna, Diaz, and Volkmar coming back at me right there. Got to be Palo on the top side. Got Diaz on that 2 spot. They're moving on out of moto 92. Christopher got the memo and moved on to a transfer. Susie told him he had to buy his own dinner if he didn't get out in round 2. Blee, Wagner, and Peterson coming back at me. Thrillbilly looking to get in the mix as they're down that last straightaway. Blee got the Sharks on the top side. Thrillbilly on the 2. They're both moving on out of moto 93. 94 is the moto number on the track. 51, 55 cruisers down that 3rd straightaway with Lambert, Hale, Swagger, and Motley. On the turn, we're home. Got to be Swagger on the top side. Got to be Motley Drew on the 2. Swagger and Motley moving on out of moto 94. 95 is the moto number. How about Hurley, Rogers, Mulvihill, and Schaefer? Single file style down that 3rd straightaway. Got to be Big Dan Hurley getting it done on the 1. He's coming back at me. 9 ride on the top side. Hurley going to get it done with the 42 ride of the Duke Rogers. Moto 95. 96, 97 combined moto. Kim, Stranatka, Goldston, Moore, Schiavone. Coming down the mountain, I got 5 riders looking for 4 spots. 56, 60-year-old cruisers. Let's go downtown in and out of turn number 1. Ah, yeah. Team, yeah. Got to be the blocker, Randy Moore. Waffle House power down that 2nd straightaway on the getaway. He's going to scatter, smother, and cover him in and out of turn number 2 down that 3rd straight. 4 bike on the top side, the blocker. Still running the show on the 1. Look like we got Stranatka, local cat going fast on the 2. Moore, Stranatka, they're going to grab a couple spots. I got a couple more coming back at me right here. Nag 2 and the 991. CNAG 2 is Schiavone, and the 991, that guy, Jason Kim. 98 is the moto number on the track right now. 61, 65 cruisers. May, Lobler, Bowie, Merritt. Big Grizz on the turn for home. Got to be Timmy Merritt on the top side. Merritt going to get it done. He's moving on. Gold Cup 1 of May going to grab that 2 spot. And the lawn dart Lobler for the throat punch crew going through on the 3. 66 and over cruisers. Oh, last of the big wheels on this Friday afternoon in the 2nd round. Stalker, Ybarra, Fieldson coming back at me. Dempsey going to put a pair of aces in his pocket. Yogi going to get the 2. Mr. Styling get the 3. Those some pretty cool cats right there. 66 and over cruiser riders on a Friday afternoon. Little tykes. Little bikes. 5 and under novices in and out of turn number 1 down that 2nd straightaway trying to get away. Tomano, Meyer, Ashworth, Willett. Oh, man, we're side by side on the top side. 2 riders going to go in and out of turn number 2 down that 3rd straightaway. We're rolling. Knox, Ashworth getting it done on the 1. Knoxy going to take him in and out of turn number 3. Ashworth on the turn for home. Eyes wide open, looking to go to the big show on the big hill. 570 ride, Ashworth, 75 ride, Willett, 1 and 2. Those are your transfers out of Moto 100. 101 more, 5 and under novices in and out of turn number 1 down that 2nd straightaway. We're going to roll with Tyndall, Heisler, Scharrer, and a 4th. Navi 75, 26, 570. Oh, the 119 came by the line and grabbed that last transfer. Garrett going by right at the line for that last transfer out of 102. 103 coming back at me. Janzewski's moving on. 628 ride of Larison's moving on as well out of 103. The Dilly Bear going to the show. 104 is the moto number on the turn for home. 9-year-old Navi's coming back at me. Spears, Malmquist, Maddox, and Witcher. 30 ride on that top side. Got to be Malmquist. Going to get a spot. 241 ride of Spears. And Lucy Lou, you're going to the show out of moto 104. 105 is the moto number going downtown in and out of turn number 1. 10-year-old Navi's on this Friday afternoon with Hinderleiter, Kasnovich, and Volkmar. They're single file style in and out of turn number 2. Top side ride, getting it done on the one right now. 5, 6, 9 bike, Sophia. Oh, yeah. Volkmar on the top side. Dad's holding on the rail. He wishes he could ride the last straightaway as she turns for home. Sophia gonna get it done on the 149 ride. Titus Kasanovich gonna pick up that 2 spot and go to a Friday night main event. 106 is the moto number down the third straightaway. They're rolling on this 11-year-old Navi. Total point racing on a Friday afternoon. Got to be Murphy. Running the show. Got the first round ace. Looking to make it a pair. LJ on the turn for home. Murphy going to put a pair of aces in the pocket. Battle going to be on that 2 spot. 49 ride will hold on for the 2. That's Ankrum and Thames. They're locked up at 5 points apiece heading into that third round showdown. 12-year-old Navi's 3 riders in the mix, 2 spots up for grabs. Meyer, Shank, Pryor. Down that last straightaway, 190 ride. Got to be Lucas Pryor and the 708 ride. Pryor and Shank at 107. 108, Simons, Falkenberg, and Kroll. Oh, yeah. In and out of turn number 3. Down that last straightaway, we're rolling. Getting it done on the 1. Falkenberg trying to hold on to the top side. Can there be a winner? Falkenberg and Simons on a 108. 109. How about Duke, Moss, Larabelle, and Mirzion? 758 ride on the top side. Got to be Adam Duke. Gold Cup 2 ride of Abby Moss. And Mirzion. Hey, Patrick, it'd help if you... Nope. Got it. Never mind. I'll be quiet. So Mirzion, Moss, and Duke. The 109. 361 ride coming back at me. That's Wyatt going to get a spot with the 76 ride of Lander and 3640 Navi's. Wyatt and Lander out of 110. 111 is the moto number. How about Meyer, Flanagan, and Roberson? Single file style there down the third straightaway, 41 and 45. Super Navi's on the turn for home. 759 ride. Nathan Roberson, local cat out of Louisville. Woo-hoo! 333 ride of Michael Flanagan. He's doing a lawn dart impression for a moment. Bowie Kersey, Madison, 51, 55 Navi's in and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. Man, Bart, this guy's got a page out of your book, only he's in the novice class. He's imagining he's staying super clean. All white and a novice. That is confidence right there. I dig it. 379 ride. Madison going to grab that 2 spot and move on out of 110. Little tykes, little bikes. 5 and under intermediates on the track right now. I got a 113, 114 combined moto. Varnish, Barnes, Simon, Patton, Anderson. Who's going to the show? I got 4 spots up for grabs. Look like the West Hole doing it for Dynasty BMX out of Asante, Minnesota. 154 ride. Going to grab that top spot. 81 ride. The Mighty Mouse is moving on. 254 ride and the 27. Patton and Anderson joining Simon and Barnes. And Mama Barnes is jumping up and down somewhere. You can bet you $1 on that. Coming back at me right here, 6-year-old intermediate down the last straightaway, 81 ride, Lamascola. Going to get it done on the 139 ride. A Phoenix Ralph going to pick up that 2 spot out of 115. 116 as the moto number in and out of turn number 2 down that 3rd straightaway. I'm looking for Kirby, Garcia, and Bradley. Oh, yeah. We're going to turn and burn out of number 3 coming down that last straightaway. Little Tykes, Little Bike, 6-year-old intermediate, 60 ride on the top side. Got to be the Jet Garcia, 38 ride of the short stack. Bradley going to pick up the 2 and move on out of 116. 117 is the moto number combined with 118. 7-year-old intermediates, Davis, Zito, Belcher, Wyatt, Jira. Oh, yeah. On the turn for home, I got room for 4 this time around. 61 ride, 86 ride, going to get a spot. 51 ride, going to get a spot. 61 ride, going to get a spot. And the 69 ride. So that was Guerra, Wyatt, Davis, and Zito all moving on out of a 117, 118 combined moto. 119 is the moto number 8-year-old intermediates, Malmquist, Wagner, Stevens, and Kasanovich down the last straightaway. 29 ride, got to be Malmquist on the top side. Malmquist got the 42 ride of Stevens on that 2 spot. 161 ride of Cam Wagner will grab the 3rd and final transfer spot. Out of 119, 120 is the moto number with Kirby, Hoop, Marawelli, and Edwards. 9-year-old intermediates on the turn and burn out of number 3. Top 3 going to the big show as they turn for home. Down the last straightaway on the getaway with the 44 ride. Getting it done, that's got to be Hoop. 44, 54, 74, 1, 2, and a 3. Hoop, Marawelli, and Kirby. 10-year-old intermediates on the track. How about Crane, Bonsall, Kroll, and Zito? Gold Cup 1 on the 1. Got to be Kroll. I'm looking for 2. Kroll and the 76 ride of Bonsall go 1 and 2 and move on. Out of 121. 122 is the moto number Cheek, Phelps, Dudek, and Dolch. 152, got to be the Duke Dudek getting it done on the 1. He's 10-year-old intermediate. It's going to take him in and out of turn number 3 down that last straightaway. 2 riders going straight to the big show. 152 ride on the top side. Got to be the 29 ride on that 2 spot. Dudek and Cheek are moving on out of 122. 123 is the moto number 11-year-old intermediates on the track now. Looking for Madison, Ellerton, Carson, and Dirks. On 2 wheels, colors down that 3rd straightaway. Got to be Grant Dirks running the show right now. Got the throwdown ride on that 2 spot. I got Dirks. I got the big dog Carson. On the turn for home, Carson got everybody chasing his lunch money. Dirks going to lock it down on the 1. Gold Cup 1 of Carson going to hold on by an eyelash and move on. At a 123, along with the 167 ride of Madison. 124 is the moto number on the turn for home. 12-year-old intermediates down that last straightaway. Coming at me right here. 21 ride. Going to get it done. 21 and the 15. White. No. That was White and Helton moving on. How about Mullins, Lopez, Barger, and Runkle down the last straightaway with the 14 ride. Going to get it done on the 114 and the 148. Mullins and Lopez. The 125, 126 is the moto number. Last rack at this is the rack at 13-year-old intermediate. Start of the day with 6 riders in the rack. Walsh, Cole, Johnson, Ibarra. Looking for those last 3 spots. 47, 28, and the 6. 47 ride of Johnson, 28 ride of Walsh, 6 ride of Ybarra out of 126. 127 is the moto number on the track. 14-year-old intermediates. Swartz and Truber, Henderson, Claire, and Duhart. Last turn race in action. Looking for 2 riders going straight to the big show. Down the last straightaway, 82 and the 39. Going to go 1 and 2. 82 ride going to get it done. 39 ride. That's Duhart and Swartz and Truber. Cisney, Turner, Wells, 3 riders in the mix, 2 spots up for grabs as they turn for home. Gold Cup 2 on the top side. Got to be Cisney. Going to get it done on the 155 ride of Akil Turner. Going to pick up that 2 spot and move on. And a moto 128, 129 is the moto number on the track. Now it's 15-year-old intermediates. This time around, I'm looking for Linval, Toth, and Newhart. Top 2 moving on to the big show on a Friday night. 41 ride of Linval going to get the top spot. 74 ride of Newhart going to pick up the 2 and move on at a 129. 130 is the moto number. How about Harvey, Kirby, and Mullins? Last turn race in action coming back at me. Oh, yeah. 51 ride. Got to be the big block. Kirby, Florida boy out of Triple Creek. Double deuces on that 2 spot. The Ace Mullins. They're 130, 131, 17, 20-year-old intermediates down the 3rd straightaway. Renzi, Zender, and Bonsall. Zender running out on point as they turn for home. Zender going to get it done on the 1, laying down a little style, 96 ride. Bonsall picks up the 2 out of 131. 26, 35-year-old intermediates down that front straightaway with Shar, down the 3rd straightaway with Shar, Hayes, Heartline, 3 riders in the mix for 2 spots in a Friday main event. On the turn for home, 239 ride, Shar, and the 18 ride of Isaiah Hayes will go 1 and 2 and move on at a 132. 133 is the moto number on the track now. How about Simons, Hankins, Kasnovich, and Galeta? On the turn for home down that last straightaway. Kasnovich on the top side. Going to get a spot. 94 ride. Galeta going to get that 2. 185 ride of Jay Cranks. Going to pick up that 3rd and final transfer at a 133. 134 is the moto number on the track. How about Nguyen, Lignaski, and Watson? Top 2 going straight to the big show as they head down that last straightaway. 379 and the 17. Lignaski and Watson out of 134. 135 is the moto number in and out of turn number 2 down the 3rd straightaway with Robinson, Barnes, Engelman, and Hoop. Yeah. We're going full tilt on the top side. Got to be Hop getting it done on the 1 out of Mancota, Minnesota. Down that last straightaway. Man, oh man, Gold Cup 1. He's a sub above. Got to be Justin Barnes is going to a big show. It's a big day in the Barnes house. 119 ride of Engelman. Going to get that 3 spot and move on at 135. 136 is the moto number. 51, 55-year-old intermediates. Botnet, Jennings, and Johnson on the turn for home. Coming back at me. Top side ride. Gold Cup colors. Got to be LaShawn Johnson. Johnson on the top side. Johnson in the 141 of Botnet. Don't get in LaShawn's way. He doesn't see well. He confused Old School and I earlier. Gross, Harden, and Dragna. Albie's colors down that last straightaway. Got to be Dragna. Hyundai bike. Good battle on that 2 spot. 29 ride. Harden going to hold off Billy Gross by an eyelash at the line. 56 and over intermediates. Last of the intermediates heading down that 2nd straightaway right now. Crazy Close going to get it done on the 1. He's doing it for Steel Wheels and SE Racing out of Lake Station, Indiana. Kloss going to put a pair of aces in the pag. Kim and Gallen going to swap places in round number 2. So Claus, Kim, Gallen, 1, 2, and 3. Welcome to the Girls Club. I got 5 and under ladies on the track right now, in and out of turn number 3. 3 riders, 3 rounds, total point race in action. Jones got the ace in round 1, looking to make it a pair. Kennedy going to go 2 for 2. 2 double deuce is going to come back on that 2 spot. That's Carragher. Zimmerman on the 3 out of moto 139. 140 is the moto number. How about Johnson, Cheek, Mings, and Napolitano? 3 riders going to the big show as they turn for home. Alto colors on that top side. Got to be Sassy Pants Johnson. 8 ride. Going to get it done on the 1, the 91, and the Nag 10. Coming down that last straightaway, got to be the Attitude. Hardy, 81 National, 81 ride. Hardy and the Snack Attack Robles will go 1 and 2 out of 1. 41, 142 is the moto number on the track. 8-year-old girls this time around with Bradley, Cheek, Walgren, and Sunday. Roaring Rory running the show down that 3rd straightaway getaway on the turn for home. Coming back at me, J-Ride on the top side. Roaring Rory going to get the ace and move on out of round number 2. Walgren going to pick up that 2 spot. 4 ride of Cheek Comes back on the 3. I got room for one more. The Alley Cat trying to hold on. Here comes Two Ride. Two Ride comes by at the line. Rainbow's Walgren grabs that 4th and final transfer out of 142, 143 down that last straightaway with the World 8 of Smiley Kylie and the Nag 10 ride of the Little Ripper Hawes, Shepherd and Hawes. Moving on out of 143, 144 is the moto number. How about Segura, Anderson, and Slattery? Single file style as they make their way in and out of turn number 3. Coming back at me. Slattery running out of real estate in a hurry as they come down that last straight. Two Ride going to get it done with the L Ride. Anderson and Segura, a pair of twos moving on. At 144, 145 is the moto number 10-year-old girls this time around with Plappert, Hegberg, Piper, and Kennedy. R-Ride getting it done. Got to be Nails, Kennedy, and the National Age Group 13 ride. Aaliyah Hegberg for the H, the R, and the P. Ellerton, Helton, and Nye. Single file style down that third straightaway, looking for two 10-year-old girls going straight to a Friday night main event. In and out of turn number 3. Down that last straight, we're rolling. Nag 8 ride on the top side. Got to be the Viper. And the C ride of Avery Helton go 1 and 2 at 146. 147 is the moto number 11-year-old girls this time around with Larson, Dawson, Kanowitz, Taylor, and Burnsworth. Burnsworth got the 09 colors out on point as she turns Rome. Down that last straightaway, Nag 12 ride on the top side. Got the 9. There's Meatloaf on the 3 and the D ride all moving on as well. Dawson, Kanowitz, Taylor, and Burnsworth all going to the show out of 147, 148, 149 combined moto as they turn for home down that last straightaway. Nag 11 ride on the top side. Got to be Adloff. Adloff 3 ride. Going to pick up that 2 spot, the 2 and the 10. Smith and Gabois rounding out your top 4 out of a combined 148, 149, 150 is the moto number 13-year-old girls. Stevens, Cole, Eardman, and Tilley. Power FX Speed Co. colors. Got to be Crazy Girl Cole. Cole going to get it done on the 1-4 ride at Eardman. Eardham going to come back on that 2 spot. And a 150, 151 is the moto number. How about Stevens, Callow, and Newton? Newton running out on point. The Zilla Monster going to turn for home on that top side ride. S squared colors rolling on that 2 spot. Got to be Stevens. Newton and Stevens out of 151, 152 is the moto number. Mechanical in Moto 152. We're going to move on to Moto 153. We will come back to Moto 152. 153 is the moto number, locked, loaded, and ready to go. 14 girls. Thompson, Von Holzen, Waldner, Ashley, and Crane. Gate goes down. Who's got the gas and the go fast on this Friday afternoon? Oh, look like the Alligator going to take him downtown, but she got Diamond Lil in the hip pocket. They're in and out of turn number 1 down that second straightaway. We're rolling. Acme colors on the top side. Got Hyper colors on that 2 spot. I got Thompson. I got Ashley. 1 and 2 out of turn number 2. Got to be Waldner on that 3 spot, but she's got a long way to go in a short time to get there as they head down that third straightaway. Single file style. Diamond Lil going to take a peek right here, looking up and under, thinks better of it, says they're taking 2. I'm fine on the 2. Coming back at me. Thompson and Ashley are both moving on. At a 153, 154 is the moto number. How about Cole, Kelly, Hurd, and Meadows? Second straightaway race in action. Oh, yeah. Got to be the Maxter Davis. Davis getting it done on the 1. Davis going to take him in and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway. Oh, yeah. Reggie's colors on that 2 spot. Got to be Lil Grom, Kelly. Kelly on the 2 as they turn for home. Coming back at me right here. Top spot ride, Davis and the 3 ride go 1 and 2. And a moto 54, 154, 155. How about Anderson, Henry, Harris, and McMillan? Last turn race in action coming back in my direction. Looking for 2 this time around. 14-year-old girls. L-Ride on the top side. Got the 6 ride in tow. Those will be your transfers. McMillan and Henry out of 155. 156 is the moto number down that third straightaway. 15, 16-year-old girls. Yeah. Sutherland, Nealon, Suey, and Searfoss. On the turn for home. 7 ride on the top side. Got to be Searfoss. 7 and 7. Both moving on. Searfoss and Nealon. Pair of 7s out of 156, 157. How about Kavner, Sloanick, Horn, Goodell? In and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway. We're rolling. Albie's colors out on point. Got to be beast mode. Kavner sitting on that top side as they turn for home. Kavner got cautious. Horn on the 2 down that last straightaway. Kavner and Horn will go 1 and 2 and move on. At a moto 157, 158 is the moto number. Rachel, Wells, Meekum, and Foster. In and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway. Got to be Mayhem Rachel doing it out of Jordan, Minnesota. On the turn for home. Rachel on the top side. I'm looking for 2. Rachel going to get it done on the 1. Back to the line. Rachel and the 15 ride of the Possum Wells out of 158, 159 is the moto number. How about Custer, Jones, and Hinton? I got to be the voice. Avery Jones running on the top side. Jill Jones, I know you're listening on the World Wide Web. Man, this cat could use a haircut. On the turn for home. Jones going to get it done on the 1. The Missile going to come back on that 2 spot. Those are your transfers. Moto 159. 160 is the moto number. 17, 20-year-old ladies. Reeve, Miller, Smith, Foster. Down that third straightaway in and out of turn number 2. Looking for 2 ladies moving on to a Friday night semi-main event. 2 ride on the top side. Got the 11 ride in tow. Got to be Awesome Sauce Miller and Abigail Reeve. At a 160, 161 is the moto number. How about McDaniel, Dickey, Baisley, and Campbell? For those of you looking for the pro show, we're going to finish the lady part of the program this evening. Then we'll get fired up on the big hill on the turn for home. Coming down that last straightaway right now, I got the 5 ride on the top side. Going to be the 7 bike on that 2 spot. 5 bike, 7 bike, both moving on. That's Sam Hammer and Smith. At a 160, McDaniel, Dickey, Baisley, and Campbell. Lady in black on the attack. Got to be Gold Cup colors running the show in and out of last turn down the last straightaway. Gold Cup 2 ride on the top side. Getting it done on the 1. Gold Cup 2 and the Nag 14. Oh. They snuck that one in on me. Down the last straightaway, 30, and the 1 bike going to go 1 and 2. Yockelson and Jordan. Piper and the Mad Rabbit out of 163. 164 is the moto number. How about Mulvihill, Curtin, Dodgen, and March? Single file style on the turn for home. 3 ride on the top side. Got to be Tough as Nails, March. March got the 8 ride in tow. That's Curtin. 15 ride of Dodgen. Going to get in there as well. 164. 165 is the moto number. 31 40-year-old ladies on the track with Crane, Stevens, Irwin, and Anderson. Oh, yeah. Coming back at me right there. Got to be the Sherry Bomb. Going to be Irwin on the top. No, 4 bike. There's Sherry Bomb on the 2. The 10 bike coming back on the 3. So that was Crane, Irwin, and Anderson. Dirk, Sandora, and Lathan. Last turn race in action down the last straightaway. 13 ride. The Phantom, Sandora. Going to get it done on the 1. There's Lathan on the 2. And the 14 ride of Julie Dirks. But it's got to be Sandora and Lathan with your transfers. O'Brien, Levan, and Fulton. Man, oh man, when I grow up, I want to be Susie Levan. TNT Colors going to get it done on the 1. She's moving on with the Nag 6 ride of Tracy O'Brien. Ooh. Appenzeller, Wenzel, and Ryan. Appenzeller got the factory rift tangent colors out on point and out of turn number 2 down that third straightaway. Yeah, the rift ride on the getaway right now. Got to be Ryan on that 2 spot. Wenzel on the 3. Appenzeller, Ryan going to go 1 and 2 coming back at me. There, get your transfers out of 1, 5, 2.
This isn't your typical commercial.
Because we aren't your typical bike shop. We're a group of young racers looking to change the way things are done.
You can learn more by heading over to the Full Tilt Bike Co. YouTube channel where we do product reviews, custom builds, training tips, and even a little bit of riding as well.
So make sure you head on over there and see what we've got next in store.
Full Tilt Bike Co. You feel something like nipping?
No, I don't.